All right, it looks like we are live. Oh, let me double check. Let me double check the main page on YouTube. Make sure this shit is working correctly. You know what I'm saying? Let me double check. All right. This shit's good. So what's good, K Zaggin 20? What's popping, bro?
Man, chilling, man. Just doing my thing on a Sunday night, man.
That's what's up. So today, people, we want to talk about race. What up, Leon Kids in the chat? Anthony Seal was popping. You said you calling it a little while. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do this because I see this all across, YouTube and when dudes be talking about game or talking about getting girls, talking about attraction and all this other stuff, where dudes will say, "What up, VAMC HFC was good." They always talking about this whole race thing.
Yeah.
Fabian K in the building was popping. Oh, before I get into all that, got to do the plugs. Make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys go to MrLucario.com to get this book. Make sure you guys also come in and like the video ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? Just get them likes up. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as you come in, you know what I mean? Because the game about to be fire. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of dudes out there. Shout out Sean, Nicholas, D Money in the chat was popping. Yeah, a lot of dudes they get so caught up in all this frivolous stuff, like one of the things being race, which you're gonna talk about today, where dudes think that it has such a big impact on their lack of success with women. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, if anything, sometimes your race could have a impact on your success with certain situations.
No doubt.
Right. But a lot of times it's not really your lack of success. So you got dudes out here who are black, white, whatever we should say ethnic background, because some of the shit I guess technically isn't a race, but it's still ethnic background, whatever, where they'll say because I'm Chinese, because I'm Indian, because I'm this, because I'm that, it's going to be hard for me to get women or get certain types of women. You know what I'm saying? So I even hear dudes will say, if you're an Asian dude or an Indian dude, it's going to be hard for you to get a white girl or some shit. Or if you're a white guy, it's going to be hard for you to get a black chick if you like black girls, because black girls, they don't like white dudes. So they talk about all of these different things. But K Zaggin, what's your thoughts on that shit though? Like, what's your
just in my travels, in my personal experiences, all women of ethnic backgrounds fuck with all dudes of ethnic backgrounds. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And this is what guys have to understand, because guys think that, if I'm black, how am I supposed to approach a white chick?
Right.
As opposed to a black chick. How am I supposed to approach a Muslim chick as opposed to a black chick? And it's like the same goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what guys have to understand is whatever a woman wants to experience with you,
right,
she wants to experience it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a black dude, okay, and let's say you're dealing with a Muslim chick or a white chick who is on that rap bullshit, like they're on that stereotypical shit,
right?
They're gonna expect that. You know what I'm saying? When they fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll give you a real life example. When I lived in Oklahoma for a minute, right? I remember me and a partner of mine, we were from middle class background, right?
Right.
And we came in to contact with these white chicks. And now some of the dudes that we ran into in Oklahoma City, they was hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They was in the street.
Right.
So these middle class chicks, right? They didn't want nothing to do with me and my homie. We wasn't hood enough.
Right.
But these Crip niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted to fuck with.
Right.
And it's what guys got to understand is sometimes when a chick is dealing with you, they're dealing with you under a certain perception of what you might be like. So sometimes you ain't got to switch up, just be who you are, and you want to get it popping.
Right.
That's it, bro.
Nah, that's real talk. And shout out to my dude, Coach Black Pill in the chat. Shout out to you, my brother. I'll be watching your videos and shit. The thing is this, man. You have to understand when you guys deal with women, right? You are a man first before the race thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you're a chick's vagina. You understand what I'm saying? And a chick's sexual desire does not give a fuck about your race. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand what dudes are getting this shit. Listen, if you're talking to a woman and you're turning her on sexually,
facts.
All of that other shit don't matter. Because see, what happens is what matters to most of the to people on the surface is the social implications of dealing with this person or that person. So you might, right, exactly, you know what I'm saying? You might be fucking with, let's say, an Asian girl and you're a black guy. Or let's say you fucking with a white girl, you're a black guy. So those women will say, man, well, you know, I'm attracted to him, but I don't want, you know, my parents to know I'm fucking with this guy. You understand? I don't want my friends. I may not want my friends to know, or I may not want this person or that person to know. And so what happens is that they may not want to, you know, take a bunch of pictures with you and put it on Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? They might not want to take you home to eat, you know, Thanksgiving dinner with the family. You understand what I'm saying? But trust and believe they want to suck your dick. You understand? Yes, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, if it's a situation where, let's say, you want this girl to be your girlfriend and you want this shit to be on some other shit, there may be some situations where that could be a problem. I say could be because based off of how that girl feels about you at the end of the day, all of that shit will be, you know, that could override that. But, you know, the thing is that, you know, she'll want to fuck with you because she's sexually attracted to you. And then all the other stuff outside of that is up for debate. But you're gonna meet some women who, let's say let's say you're a black guy and you're into white girls, Asian girls.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna meet a white girl or Asian girl who don't give a fuck about none of that shit, and she just likes you for you, and you just happen to be black. You know what I'm saying? And none of that is really an issue. Or if she could bring you home to her family and all that other shit, and it's all good. So, like, you know, for example, for me, you know, my wife is white and my girlfriend's white. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been with my wife for damn near freaking 14 years. You know what I'm saying? And so I've never had a actual issue, you understand, with her family and none of that shit. Okay. So it also depends on who you're dating and who you're dealing with. But yeah, what you think about that, Keith Zagan?
All right. So my thing is my ex-wife was white. My current woman is black. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you know, I don't subscribe to that. Oh, it's all about race shit. To me, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. Yeah, it don't matter if you're Hispanic, if you're Asian, if you're Muslim, if you're black, if you're white. It don't matter. Right. If I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna fuck with you on the strength of that. You know what I'm saying? And you and I think the problem with a lot of people, they try to put race on shit and they try to say, all right, well, if you're dealing with a chick that's of this race, she's gonna be like this.
Right.
And if you're dealing with a chick of this race, she's gonna be like that. It was like they're all women.
Right, exactly. Right.
Go ahead, El. Go ahead.
No, because this is and the thing is, that's the thing is, like, you gotta understand, just like how when a woman fucks with you, she's first fucking with you as a man, you're first fucking with her as a woman. So you still, even though there's that race there, you still gotta deal with the person, the specific person as an individual. You see what I'm saying? And so once you start to interact with that chick as an individual, she's feeling you, she's feeling your masculinity, you're feeling her femininity, that's when she's gonna pop, and that's when she's gonna pop. So the thing is, when dudes try to you know, say that their lack of success is because of their race, right? It's almost the same argument of, well, it's about my looks, because it's like they go to my looks, then it's the race, then it's the money, then it's because I ain't got status. It's all these things that they come with, where it's like, yo, like, it's all this extra stuff. So race is just a whole nother is another excuse as to why they can't get the chicks that they want to get. And I'm like, bro, you guys can get the women that you want. You just have to be a man and step up, because for every chick in every race, there's going to be women of those races who fuck with you, who like you, period. You understand what I'm saying? You just got to find them. But also what I wanted to say about race is this, is that, you know, you got to understand that we're living in a very, you know, we're in a white supremacist society. You understand what I'm saying? And because of that,
unfortunately, but yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you're gonna have situations where this is why people will say, I hear this all the time, you know, because I'll be lurking on the Black Pill channels and shit. And they'll say shit like, well, you know, if you're a black guy, or if you're I'll hear even this, I hear like an Indian guy or an Asian guy,
yeah,
and it's over for you if you want a white girl. And they make white women the pinnacle of the shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as a dude who's a white woman connoisseur, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you.
I'm letting y'all know that me personally, I didn't get with my wife or my girlfriend because they were white. You feel what I'm saying? I got with them because I was feeling them, and they just happened to be white. Because you understand what I'm saying?
There you go, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. And this is what they don't get. But again, because you know, this black girls I've dated, Asian girls have dated, all this other stuff, and it just happened to turn out because my wife could have been black, my wife could have been Asian, it could have been any chick, but that's just how it rolled. But a lot of times people will be putting, just like how dudes put the pussy on the pedestal, dudes also put the race on the pedestal.
Oh, facts. That's true.
And the race that they put is the white girls because of white supremacy. Because we've been fed this thing that white girls are the pinnacle of fucking beauty and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying?
I disagree.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, look. This is my look. I admire, let me not say admire. I appreciate women's beauty. Okay,
right.
But let's be clear. This is just my own personal opinion. When it comes to sisters and it comes to Latinas, whether it's Brazilians, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, they're some beautiful motherfuckers. I mean, let's be clear. Now, I do love my pogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love them too. My Nebraska corn-fed white chicks. You know what I'm saying? I love them too. You know what I'm saying? Them thick chicks. You know what I'm saying? And I know you feeling that in the car. I know.
Right. Oh yeah, thick chicks is my jam right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing too, bro. You know, I like the thick thighs, the fat ass, the slim waist, and all right. Let me stop talking. But anyway, but no, I feel that. But I think a lot of guys, they focus too much on the race shit, as you were saying earlier.
Right.
And my thing is, I can appreciate a woman's beauty no matter where she comes from.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what her ethnic background, what her religious background, what her skin tone is. It don't matter. If you look good, I'm fucking with you.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's facts. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the thing is that, you know, guys out here, they are using their race as an excuse as to why they're fucking up. They'll be like, well, you know, I'm an Indian dude and these type of girls don't like the Indian guys, or I'm a Chinese, these type of girls don't like Chinese guys, or I'm black, so these type of girls ain't gonna like black, or I'm white, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, again, dudes got to understand that, you know, what's holding you back is your thoughts, or you thinking that your race is a detriment, or your race is there's a cap on the success that you can make happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
They look at it like, okay, well, since I'm black, I can only get this type of girl. Or like, for example, there's this thing where they say, well, if you're a black guy, you'll get a white girl, but you can only get like a fat white girl, or black guys only like fat white girls, or some stupid shit like that. Now again, there are women out there. I mean, there are guys out there who black guys who will fuck with fat chicks, fat white girls, because you understand, like, black dudes usually like thick chicks. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
You understand? So the thing is, but thick, depending on how you look at it, could be looked at as fat as to somebody else. So for example, you might have a white dude who's into the real skinny girls, and a thicker chick is fat to him. You understand?
Fact.
So that also plays into account. But the thing is that, like I was saying, they'll say, well, you're a black guy, so you can only get fat white girls or ugly white girls. They'll say, they're like, well, you can't get the bad white girls, you can only get the ugly white girls, right?
Yeah.
So dudes start believing that, and then they think that they can't get the bad one. So a black dude may not even approach a hot white girl because he thinks I can't get her. You understand? Same thing with an Indian dude or Asian dude. And also what happens is that you have a lot of white guys who are into black women, and they'll be scared to talk to a black chick because they think black girls ain't gonna be into them. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the shit is all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's all twisted up and fucked up because now, to your point, you have a lot of black dudes that think, oh, these chicks are only going to be like the white chicks. They're only going to be into dudes who are athletes, football players, basketball players. And it's not to say that them dudes don't get their share of women. But at the end of the day, what any woman wants is a dude who's about his business. You know what I'm saying? A dude who is he exudes sex appeal. And a lot of guys don't understand that just because you're tall or just because you lift weights and you got a six pack and you got the biceps all out, you know, and your Under Armour shirt and all that good shit. That's all well and good. But there's other ways you can, you know, elicit the response from women where you can get the sexual attraction. And a lot of guys, I'm gonna tell you, bro. A lot of guys watch too much TV. They watch too much porn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, they watch too much, especially a lot of non-black dudes. They watch too much porn. And they look at that shit and they say, oh, this BBC motherfucker got 8 million views. This is what women want.
Right.
And it's like, bro, it's like, okay, that might be what women might watch on porn, but realistically, when they come into contact with dudes, they're not coming into contact with that dude. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, and this is what all guys have to understand. You can tailor make your situation with women. Every guy can.
Right.
Now, you have to have enough, you know, gumption about you. You have to have enough confidence to say, you know what, this is what I'm about. I'm going to present myself in this manner, and then you do that. But a lot of guys are pussies, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know, they always trying to compare themselves to the next guy. And my thing is, when you in the spot and like, let's say for the sake of argument, this dude next to you is 6'2", 6'3", and he getting all the bitches. You don't know if he knew them women before that night.
Right.
He could already know them. So he step up in the spot and they showing them love, not based on his height. They showing them love based on the fact that we know this motherfucker. But because you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of guys, they focus too much on what they perceive to see. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like, fuck what you're saying, nigga, do you.
Right.
That's all I got on that, bro.
Nah, in my dude JXN139 in the chat, he said black stereotypes work against many of us. He was saying that he disagrees with the you know, we talking about. But see, this is the thing. Again, like I said, what are you guys trying to do? First and foremost, if you're trying to fuck, which most of y'all trying to do, I know y'all not trying to go out here and just wife up any random girl just because y'all want to have some fun, hook up with girls. You can have fun and hook up with as many types of girls as you want, different races, different whatever. And because again, like I said in the beginning, she's looking at your masculinity. She's feeling that energy. So you can still fuck with these chicks. Now, there are going to be times where the black stereotypes will work against you when it becomes a situation where you want to get more serious with a particular chick from a different race. But based off of your level of game, though, this is why game is important. Based off of your level of game, if you have that woman's mind, right, then you should be able to influence her to not be susceptible to the stereotypes and the bullshit that goes along with, you know, racism and all that other stuff. Because like shout out to my dude Mr. Limba channel. I remember he did a video a while ago where he said something to the effect of, and I thought this was brilliant. He said women are going to either, I'm paraphrasing this, but he said women are either going to listen to society or their man, right? So society is telling the woman, hey, this guy from this race has these qualities and you got to look out for this and watch out for that, right? But if she's dealing with you and you are the man in the situation, right? What she's going to do is she's going to listen to you if your game is tight, and she's going to be able to be influenced by what you're saying and what you're doing and feeling your essence, feeling what you're about. So all of that shit of what she thought goes out the window because she's actually dealing with the individual who is you. And that's the point that guys don't understand. A lot of guys look at shit on the surface, right? So on the surface, the woman, well, I'm a black guy, I'm an Asian guy, I'm an Indian guy, I'm whatever, I'm a white dude. And this girl from another race may feel a certain type of way about the stereotypes about this race or that race.
Yeah.
What you have to understand is you go up to the girl, you talk to her, you holler at her, you interacting with her, and now all that shit goes out the window. All she starts to think is, wow, I'm talking to a man who I'm attracted to, period. That's all, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand, like, this shit is so simple. It's so simple. But yo, guys, make sure that you get those likes up. Also, make sure you click that donate button, donate to the show. Remember, we start taking calls. If you want a definite that your call's going to get picked up, make sure you leave a donation. You feel what I'm saying? To get that shit popping. Now, one other thing I want to get your take on this, K-Zagging, too, because as far as this race thing, because what a lot of dudes do is they will talk about race as it pertains to online dating. So they'll use online dating statistics, right? So you probably know where I'm going with this already. They'll use online dating statistics to sort of give them a idea of what, you know, these chicks want. So statistically, what they said online, because I think they did a thing on OkCupid. Okay. And they said that the two people who get the most attention online are white men and Asian women, right? And so, so this is the thing. So what happened is that dudes, they watch that or they see that and they think that is the representation of actual real life society. You understand what I'm saying? And so my take on it is this, that, and I've talked about this before. Again, this goes back to white supremacy and all this other shit, right? Is that on an online dating site, this goes even beyond just the race thing, but on an online dating site, people act differently online than they do in person or they do in a real life setting. So what happens is that, like, for example, and I've talked about this before, when you're dealing with online dating is a specific medium. It's meaning that you're seeing profiles, you're looking at pictures, you're reading profiles and everything like that. So it's a different medium. So what happens is you interact with online dating the same exact way that you would interact with looking at, let's say, a magazine. Just like, for example, the same way you're watching us on YouTube is the same way you would interact if you're watching television. Like if you saw me and K-Zagging in person, you'd be like, oh shit, what up, yo, blah, blah, blah. Like almost like you're seeing a celebrity. It's the same mind thing. It's a mind subconscious thing. So what happens is when these women and men are on online dating sites, they're looking at profiles, just like how they would look at a magazine or whatever. And what they'll do is that because on online dating, there's less of a fear of interacting and being rejected, they'll contact who their quote unquote fantasy person may be. And so because again of white supremacy, right? More of the women will gravitate to white men because this is what they see on TV all day, on the magazines all day. This is subconscious. So they're going to see this good-looking white dude and be like, oh, he's the guy I want to talk to. So they'll send him a message. And then vice versa with the Asian women is that a lot of white men are interested in Asian women. And there's usually a lot more white dudes on the sites for a lot of these sites because there's a lot more white people in general on the sites. Unless you're going to like Black Planet or Soul Swipe or one of these motherfuckers. But you're going to have a lot of white men trying to get at Asian women. And then you're going to have also a lot of Asian women, white women, black women trying to get at the white dudes on the site because of that medium. So, but in real life, what happens is that you have more to play with, meaning you have more to interact with in real life. So what happens is that in real life, there's a different way of interacting with people that doesn't translate to online. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that in a real life interaction, that same woman who may not have messaged the dude online, if that same dude came up to her, and let's say it was an Indian guy that came up to her and started talking to her and spitting that shit, she'd be all about it. But just because she's online, she's like, oh, I got to pick from all these guys. Let me try to go for this guy who I think is my fantasy guy. That's all they do. But it doesn't necessarily equate to real life. But K-Zag, what's your thoughts on that shit?
Well, let me say this, and you know, I'm you know, partial, but black men are the most desired man on the face of the planet.
he's like, I'm being biased here.
We're the most desired motherfuckers on the face of the planet. No, now whether it's just sexual or otherwise, we are. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just look at you know, social media, you look at all the shit that's popular, we factor into everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. We factor into everything. Now, and unfortunately though, the problem with that is now as black men, we good, we straight. But you have other men who aren't black who think, oh, and I've seen it on your channel, you know what I'm saying? Where if you black, you can get everything you want, and it's like, nah, bro. No,
right.
No, you can't. Just because you black, like chicks ain't fucking with you just because you're black. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, you still have to have a level of sex appeal. You still have to have a level of game about you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, regardless of their race, they don't understand their strength as men.
Right.
You know, and because they're impressed and they're enthralled and they admire a woman's beauty too much. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the downfall of most men is like, I'll give you an example. The actor Michael Douglas. He has a father named Kirk Douglas, right? The actor, okay. Now I don't know if he's still married to her, but he was married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, right? When he first met her, he said he did an interview and he said, I fell in love with her at first sight. Like the first time I saw her, I fell in love with her. And I'm like, that's some sucker shit. Like at first sight, like you fell in love with the bitch at first sight. That means you fell in love with her beauty.
Right.
Okay? You were enamored, you admired her beauty. It didn't matter what type of woman she was. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's most guys' problem is they're too enamored and they're too caught up in how a woman look versus how she act. You know what I'm saying? Her character, her you know, does she got principles, standards, morals, and shit like that? And I think guys need to take a step back and be like, all right, she look good. All right, I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna appreciate the fact that she looked good, but I'm gonna withhold judgment based on how she interacts with me, based on how she treats me. And I think a lot of guys ain't they ain't got that shit in them to where they can take a step back and allow a woman to show herself how she really is above and beyond how she visually looks, man.
Right. Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. So guys, we're gonna the phone lines are open. You guys can call up 646-481-3901. If you guys want to call up, you guys can get that shit popping. 646-481-3901. You feel what I'm saying? You guys can call up and get it popping. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to everybody, you know, up at what is it, 12:45 Eastern Standard where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? So
it's late to them.
So some of y'all it might be, you know, a little early, but who knows?
Yeah.
You was bobbing. You. Okay, he just wanted to hear the sound of our voice, I guess.
His niggas is moist, bro.
Motherfuckers. Yo, what's popping?
Yo, what's good, man?
What's going on?
What's up?
Well, man, I just want to tell you, dog, that when it comes to the race pill, man, the race pill be real, man. Ain't no women chicks brothers out there these days, man. Especially not no Chinese, Japanese, Korean women, man. They ain't ones. You be delusional. You be saying that man is most desirable, man. I mean, everybody take our swag, but they don't really love us, man. They hate us, man. They call us monkeys, man. That's what they do.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. You black?
This nigga.
This nigga sound like a troll, don't he?
Yeah, he do, dog.
He sound like he trolling, nigga. Hello, man. That sound like somebody I know who I think I know who that is. It sound like a troll. I'm just picking up on that. We ain't even gonna go through that right now. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. But the calling number, people, 646-481-3901. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that nigga was trolling.
Yeah, for sure.
Trolling his ass off. Hold on.
Hey, Daquan, what's up? All right, go ahead, bro.
Why niggas? Y'all be calling in and y'all just hanging up. The calling number is 646-481-3901. Call in, you know what I'm saying? 481-3901. That's the number. But yeah, he's dudes be funny because they be, again, all of this shit really stems from low self-esteem.
Facts. I agree with that.
It's really low self-esteem because like even a lot of these black pill channels who talk about like because even when this guy called he's talking about the race pill, that's all low self-esteem shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
What's going on?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's popping?
What's going on, guys? Just have a quick question about the situation I'm in.
All right.
Okay, so I'm with this girl. We're in like a friends with benefits type situation. And we've been messing around for about a couple of months now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing I've realized that the way she treats me is kind of like in a very fuck buddy type situation, like just strictly friends with benefits. And I like to say that it kind of feels like, it's kind of know how when someone's in like the friend zone, I feel like I'm in like a fuck buddy zone type situation. And she has like another guy that she likes, and it's kind of like more than just that. Like she's talking about going out on dates, going on like all of that stuff. And I just find it really interesting how girls tend to put guys in certain categories. And I kind of wanted your thoughts on that.
Oh yeah, well that's how we all do. Men and women do that. We all put people in different categories. So she probably with you and like having sex with you, but she looks at you like I would never be in a relationship with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like just like how we put chicks in categories. You say we fuck this girl, or we would never wife her. It's the same shit. So, but you sound like so you really like this chick. Like you want to actually make something happen with her. Is that what it is?
Not really. It's just that I just find it because like I would say that maybe about 2-3 years ago I was the type of guy who was most getting friend zone. Now up into like this early 2020, kind of like 2019, I've kind of been more just fucking chicks. And it's like it's just really crazy to me to kind of see the contrast. If that makes any sense.
Right. So K-Zag, what's your thoughts on that shit, man?
Man, look. Y'all do look. Let me say this: women do not take sex seriously. They don't, and neither should you men. Stop taking sex seriously. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So all you dudes out here, you're young. You casually dating these women. Fall back, chill. You know what I'm saying? And then if these women, if they're gonna come to you on some I want to be your woman type of shit, let them do that. But all you guys fall back and chill. Women do not take sex seriously. They don't. That's all I got on that shit, bro.
Right. So I would tell you, man, just keep doing what you're doing with her. You know what I'm saying? Like keep having fun with her, hooking up with her, and just do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because what are you trying to make happen in this situation though?
So right now, I kind of want to keep it exactly how it is. I'm not really trying to change it. Thing is, I kind of like talking to her about like different situations that she's in, just to get in perspective, if that makes any sense.
Right.
It's something that was just really crazy. It's like me going from being friends with all the time. It's like really hard to get out of there. To me, just kind of like trying to entertain what she would say, and now she's like, "Oh no, bro, I just want to fuck you." And it's like she really wants to fuck me type shit, like. And then she's sitting around talking like, "Hey, I really like this guy." And it's just crazy how they're wired to like just really put people in boxes like that.
Well, that's what we all do. That's not just them.
No, that's it.
That's everybody, bro. That's how we all do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we all do, my brother. All right.
That I'm on the other side, but yeah, thanks for taking my call, man.
All right, man. Mahalo. Peace. Man, dudes be feeling. It sounds like dudes be feeling the type of way when they know it, then they realize, you know. They realize
niggas be falling in love, bro. These niggas be falling in love, my nigga. God damn.
You gotta understand, some girls gonna just use you for dick, man. Don't you know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. You'll find the one at some point. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm called the show a couple times, man. Hey, but anyways, man, shout out to you, man.
That's what's up. So what's good with you?
No, man. Hey, check this out, man. The only question I have, man, do you have to earn the right to act like a, you know, online they got all this shit like red pill, blue pill, Sigma. Man, it's inundated with that shit, man. You know,
right?
You gotta earn the right to really be a boss nigga. I mean, like a boss dude.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by earn the right?
I guess looks wise, money wise, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, really?
I mean, it's real easy. I mean,
nigga, really? You gotta earn the right, nigga, to be a boss, nigga, dog, based on your looks.
Shit. I mean, you hear them all the time. I'm sure they in your DMs all the time. But like for me, you know what I'm saying? I was a fat nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get a whole bunch of bitches, and then I lost a whole bunch of weight, and I thought that shit was. I thought it was gonna be the end all be all, and bitches started acting real crazy towards me.
Right.
I mean,
well,
the shit was different.
So my thing, I'm trying to understand. What do you mean by, like, do you have to earn being a boss motherfucker, boss nigga? Like, cause like, are you saying, do you have to go through some shit or step up a certain thing to be able to be on point?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, it's a lot of it is just really, as soon as you start to change your mindset, that's when you become that boss dude. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It ain't necessarily like I gotta get a car and I gotta have money and be looking a certain way. It's more so once I change my mindset to the point where I understand my value, I do the shit I need to do to get where I need to go into, and I make shit happen the way I need to make it happen. That's when you become that dude. You feel what I'm saying? It starts with your thought process. The problem is there's a lot of dudes online who they think everything is outside them. They're like, well, I gotta look good, then I could get bitches, or I gotta have money and then I could get chicks, or I gotta have this and have that. All of this shit outside themselves. They never say I gotta start fucking thinking different. I gotta start working on my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always something outside, and then I got all this other extra shit. And so, because even for example, even let's say a lot of dudes who consider themselves red pill and or MGTOW or whatever, and dudes are talking.
What's up with all that fuck shit? I mean, I'm sorry to cuss and shit.
Now you can curse. You good?
God damn, boy, we are getting inundated.
Nigga, don't get me started on you, nigga. Don't get me started on you, nigga.
Nah, because the thing is this. It's like this. It's like a lot of this stuff. For example, let's say, when dudes are talking about hypergamy or some shit. For those who don't know, hypergamy is like the thought of the woman's gonna always want to move up in a situation. She's gonna want to get a better guy, a bigger guy, a guy better looking, more money, whatever it is at a certain point. So dudes is always worried about some damn hypergamy. You understand what I'm saying? My thing is this: one, if you're a guy who's constantly elevating and doing what you need to do, right? You are the bigger and better motherfucker. Two,
facts.
When you have a chick's mind, when you have her mind and her soul and that energy where she's fucking with you, you ain't got to worry about none of that other shit because she's about you. So it don't matter all this other extra shit niggas is crying about. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that dudes be worrying about or talking about can mostly be alleviated by them stepping up their own shit, stepping up their game. So it's like a lot of the stuff that dudes will complain about. Because like, even for example, you know, I see a lot of these MGTOW videos and I'm like, they're like, oh, women will do this and women will do that and women are doing this. And I'm like, well, that's not my experience. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going through the bullshit you're going through. So
no, but, hey, let me ask you this, man. How the fuck you hang your nuts? Like you hang your fucking nuts.
Wait. Is this I'm hanging nuts?
You know what I'm saying? They just nuts, and they be like, man, this bitch is gonna do whatever. You know, they had like 4 or 5 bitches. Hey, they gonna do whatever. But you know, I got to a point, man. I was like, man, you know, this bitch my wife. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Why she wanna try me like that? I mean, is there something wrong with me? But I know a lot of bitches' nature be like that, man. But when do you get to the point where you just hang your nuts, man? You know what I'm saying? A hoe gonna be a hoe.
Well, I mean, what are you saying as far as like? I'm trying to understand your question. You say hanging your nuts as far as putting your foot down, or hanging your nuts as far as accepting that chicks is on some slut shit.
Some slut shit.
Well, again, that's just accepting reality, bro. Like, you know, that's kind of like what I guess the red pill is about, where they say accept the reality. You know, so that yo, chicks is out here fucking and sucking. Yeah, they out here fucking and sucking. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It's just part of the game. And in fact, it's nothing you needed to worry about. It's like, you know, it's a part of the whole. Like worrying about chicks fucking is like worrying about oxygen. Like the shit is there. It's going to happen. It ain't there's nothing you can do about it. You have to.
So these hoes gonna be hoes, no matter what we have.
Well, see, this is a different. See, this is the problem though. Is it's the difference between hoes and sluts. So hoes fuck for money, sluts fuck for free, right? And so, but the thing is, unfortunately, we only got sort of negative connotation words to talk about a woman who likes to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? See, I personally like women who like to fuck. You understand? That's you know I don't understand how niggas like to fuck with chicks who ain't got no experience in the bedroom.
You gotta put that shit on their ass like 24/7. Because if you put it on it too much, shit, they just gonna like have a relapse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't like, you know, like the one nigga that be talking about like having bitches in rotation and shit. Bitches I be fucking with, they can't go 2-3 days without this dick. Shit, they looking for something else.
Well, no, that's how it is sometimes. So, see, that's the issue. That's the issue sometimes with dudes. That's why they don't like chicks that like to fuck, because a lot of guys, they scared. They be like, damn, well, she like to fuck this much. She gonna be fucking other niggas or wanting to fuck other niggas when I'm too tired to fuck her or I don't feel like fucking her. And I'm like, well, let her go fuck other niggas.
There you go. Facts.
Like,
Facts.
I don't understand why niggas want to keep the pussy for themselves and hold the pussy hostage. Like in kindergarten, they taught us to share. You understand?
Yes, we sharing pussy, dog.
No, man, no, you can't share pussy, man. Because
No, caller. No, that's exactly what the fuck you gonna do, nigga. Nigga, you gonna share some pussy, dog.
Shit, man. That's what I be scared of, man.
You scared of what?
I be scared. They be with the ops and shit, man. Send a nigga up or
the ops. He said, that's just all depending on the quality of the chick you fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? If you fucking with a chick who is a hood rat, you understand what I'm saying? Or you fucking with a chick that ain't got nothing to lose, or you fucking with a chick who's a bum bitch, then yeah, you're gonna have to deal with stupid shit like that. But if you fucking with a chick, like if you fucking with a chick that's like a doctor, she ain't got no fucking ops to send to you. You know what I'm saying? Like she.
No, you know, I fuck with a bitch, dog. I took her out the game. You know what I'm saying? I found out afterwards that bitch was a fucking you know what I'm saying? That bitch was escorting shit.
Right.
I took her out the game. And she really fucked with me, you know, laced me up and shit like that. But God damn.
But nah, all it is, bro.
Hold that. that bitch down.
Right. All it is that, man, you just gotta accept that chicks are the way they are, and a chick like that, you know, again, a woman is supposed to be susceptible to your game. Like, so what I'm saying is that, like, when like, for example, let's say if I was dealing with a chick, right? And then I stop fucking with her, or somehow when we stop fucking with each other, and then K-Zaggin meet her, right? Now, when she was fucking with me, she's supposed to be about what I'm about. Now that she fucking with K-Zaggin, she got to be about what K-Zaggin's about. You understand what I'm saying? And it just keeps going that way. So whenever you're dealing with a chick, no matter what she was dealing with before, now that she's with you and she's dealing with you, right? She got to fuck with your program and all the other shit she doing. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I guess I'm a square. I'm about I went to college and shit. You know, got degrees and shit like that. I'm all about building and shit like that.
Right.
So I should be I mean, even the corporate hoes, they're the biggest hoes.
Mm-hmm.
I fought with a corporate bitch, man. That hoe is big. Come on.
Caller. I did a video talking about stop being impressed by these bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. It don't matter what they do for a living. It don't matter what their tax bracket is. They women. Don't look. Stop being worried about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need to focus on this.
Lock down that bitch, man.
You said what?
That's what I'm talking about. Lock down that bitch, man, and try to build something.
Well, the thing is, you got to figure out if the chick is worth building something with, and that just takes time. That just takes time. Because look, when you first fucking with a girl, right, or any girl you first fucking with, all you need to be worried about from like at the beginning is just how compliant is she with you sexually. You understand? That's the first thing you need to just even worry about. Like how easy is this for us to get together and hook up? Because I don't know you, you don't know me, we ain't really got no history together. You know what I'm saying? Then once I see that, then it's like, okay, let me see what other qualities you got that you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Lucario, man. An average bitch that even have her shit, dog, she is not giving you, like, a hood rat is going to give you the best sex ever. Mind blowing.
I wouldn't know, but go ahead.
Most hood rats, dog, give you. I know people probably gonna be hating on me in the chat room and shit like that, but hood rats give you. There's a reason why niggas like, you know what I'm saying? They impregnate hood rats. But I'm just saying the corporate bitch, they got something going. She's gonna hold back a little bit.
See?
Oh my God.
That nigga right there. He that nigga that's impressed by bitches fucking lot in life. He impressed by the fact that the bitch got a degree. He impressed by the bitch. Stop, my nigga. The call. Stop. She a regular bitch, my nigga. Oh my God, damn.
Yo, this is the thing. This is the thing you gotta understand. It don't matter if this chick working at McDonald's or she the fucking vice president of fucking Colgate toothpaste. It don't fucking matter. She's still a woman with a vagina and she's susceptible to game. That's it. It don't matter. Like y'all be thinking because a woman is in a certain status at work or she works in a certain, it don't matter. This is what I'm trying to say.
No, but religious bitches really get you.
No, they get you. They get you, nigga. Really? They don't get me. They get you, nigga. No, they get you, nigga. You fall for that bullshit.
Everybody.
How they get you? How do religious women get you?
No, they put on this persona, and then you fuck. You know what I'm saying? You fuck that bitch brains out or whatever, and then she switch up.
How she switch up?
They all switch up.
How?
You know what I'm saying? They be on some thought shit.
No, but they didn't switch up. They were always thoughts. This is what I'm saying. Like they was always thoughts before when he
talking. I'm disappointed in you, Colin. I'm disappointed in you, dog. You disappointed, dog.
No cupcake zone, man. Hey, that's my
all right, bro, man.
YouTube page, man. But I had to give myself a shout out.
What's the YouTube? What's the YouTube channel? What's the YouTube channel?
No cupcake zone, man.
No cupcake zone.
But the thing is cupcaking. How he got a channel called No Cupcake Zone, but the nigga got frosting. He got pink frosting on his shit. How he not cupcaking?
Yo, No Cupcake Zone, holla at me, bro. I'm gonna check your channel, man. Holla at me though, all right?
This nigga.
No doubt, man.
All right, be safe.
This nigga.
That's crazy. He said no cupcake zone and he cupcaking. That's hilarious. That's funny. That is funny.
Oh my god.
Guys, let me shout out to let me see who sent some donations. Make sure you guys get them donations in. Shout out to my dude Reginald. Shout out to my dude Reginald with the $5 donation. Appreciate you, fam. Make sure you guys click that link to donate. We appreciate all the donations to the show to keep this shit going. You feel what I'm saying? The caller number 646-481-3901. JXN said those educated women are and with high salaries have different attitude and higher standards. No, they do not. That's what they make you think. Those chicks be fucking niggas from the block. You understand?
Yes. Thank you. They be hood chicks.
Right.
Hood chicks.
Like them chicks be fucking dudes from the block that be hanging out at the corner store. You understand what I'm saying? Don't
with
let
a 40 with a 40 ounce.
Exactly.
And a Black and Mild, goddamn it.
Right. They're not gonna take them to the company fucking gathering, but they trust me, they ain't fucking those dudes.
Thank you.
This is what guys have to stop thinking. Y'all be getting fooled by these women who because they're in a certain position in their job or even the way they carry themselves as far as the way they dress and shit, y'all be thinking that these chicks are, listen, I've been to fucking events, sex parties with, I ain't gonna go into that much.
Don't do that.
Yo, what's up? Who this? What's going on?
What's good, dog? Niggas gotta get out the house, bro. Niggas gotta get off the internet, bro. These niggas do some damn goofy shit, dog. Like, and I got homies. I'm not into like street shit, but I got homies that like trap and shit, man. These niggas like, man, fucking like police officers and like niggas like corporate bitches and shit. So I don't know what that nigga talking about. Think about, man, sexual attraction comes first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thing, bro. Like, I got this Asian chick that I'm imagining. You know, we got like these talks and shit. She told me like her parents. Basically, she told me like her parents really won't approve of me. So, you know, she basically, which I don't give a fuck. I don't want a relationship anyways. You know, she just like basically, if it came down to it, like I wouldn't be her choice. You know what I'm saying? As a boyfriend, because her parents just don't approve of black men, which I don't give a fuck. But
right.
Sexual attraction wise, like this chick, she all over a nigga. This bitch be asking for like big pics and like, you know what I'm saying? Around, she came, like she throwing me up everywhere. Like I don't have 3 things with this chick and everything. So wait, but niggas gotta realize, man, sexual attraction comes first. All that other shit, man. Bro, listen to these niggas, man. Listen to K Jack and listen to Macario. They not telling y'all long about sexual attraction.
Right.
Fuck that race shit. Fuck how much money you got. You don't need all that external shit, man. Get the sex appeal up, bro.
Right. Nah, facts, bro.
I'm a young nigga saying I'm only 18, bro. Like,
see?
You know what I'm saying? So,
the young dudes get it. That's what I like. I like to hear the young cats really understanding this game. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate the call, man. All right.
Most up.
You be safe. Man.
Peace.
So my dude JXN, he said we should be careful against getting false hope. It's better to aim low. Bro, what are you
these niggas, man?
What are you talking about?
The fuck you talk Jackson?
What do you mean aim low? This is what I'm saying. We don't aim low here, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
High, nigga. We do the high shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we go for the high score here, nigga.
Like, yo, see, that's what happened with a lot of dudes. Dudes be on some shit where I always say this all the time. They be like, yo, should I holler at the 4s and the 5s in first and then go for the 8s, 9s, and 10s? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, go after actually who you want. See, Jay said somebody being a realist. That's not being real. That's insecurity talking, bro.
There you go.
Ew, what's popping?
Oh shit.
What's going on?
Came through real quick.
Yeah, it was popping.
What's going on, Mario?
Chilling.
All right, so there you go. I'm probably about to be one of these other niggas up here talking all this other garbage.
Go ahead.
Here you go. Damn, why is it repeating? Hold on.
You good?
So anyway, yeah, I'm hearing an echo in the background.
Now you good? Go ahead.
All right, so I'm getting all these chicks, right? But like the problem I'm having is like they got this like crazy ass notions in their motherfucking head, like these feminist fucking notions, and like I'm trying to figure out, should I just shut the fuck up and just let them run through whatever the fucking stupid shit they got going on in their mind?
So what are you trying to do with these chicks?
Alright, what I'm trying to do is, I ain't gonna front. I was married once. I did like being married. So like that's this echo fuck with. But anyway, but the thing about it is, I'm like, alright, I'm cool with like the whole notion of just like, smashing until I get whatever I want. But it's like the motherfuckers I really want, I lose them. And the motherfuckers I don't want, these motherfuckers be holding on tight. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck do I do? Try to get the ones that I want. Because I'm fucking up somehow. Or I just need to leave motherfucking LA and go my ass back to the East Coast because my shit work like motherfucking hot jacks on the East Coast.
Hey, K-Zaggy, you want to take this first?
Because look, bro, just tell women what you want. I don't understand what the issue is. If you're coming across women that you're sexually attracted to, just tell them you want to hit. What's the problem, Carla? What's the problem?
Oh no, I do all that. So,
all right, what happened?
I'm getting the echo. So like I do that part. It's not that I'm not hitting. It's once I actually got the chance to like really talk to these motherfuckers, right? Like values and all that type of shit. These motherfuckers is like either stupid or they missing value or some shit like that. So like, do I just sit there and lie and act like I really like believe the shit that they believe, or like
No. Well, look, you just fucking with chicks that you shouldn't be fucking with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, these motherfuckers are doctors, lawyers, and all that shit.
No, but that don't have nothing.
Who cares, nigga?
That don't have nothing to do with it, though. You can have a chick who's a doctor, but she's a dumb bitch. You understand? They call them stupid smart niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Like she's just because you're a doctor, that don't mean you smart in actual life. You understand what I'm saying? Like with life shit. You understand what I'm saying? It don't mean that you have intelligence when it comes to communicating in relationships. You understand what I'm saying? So you
this shit off the hold on. And a mega fucking echo. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your phone. You sound fine. You probably got your phone loud or some shit. You good?
Okay, okay. I thought it was Bluetooth.
See, it was.
Yo, look. I just dropped a video talking about stop being admiring women, stop being impressed, stop being enamored. None of them are special. Homie, caller. No disrespect to you. The women you're dealing with, they're not special, homie. They're not special.
I get that. I hear you.
But what?
I'm right now. Here you go. I was listening to y'all while I'm getting ready to try to meet. There's a little coronavirus. But like I'm about to meet up with a chick right now just to see what she about and shit like that, right? But like I was listening to y'all in the meantime while I'm waiting on this show, and I'm like, yo, I gotta ask this shit because like I'm like, yo, on the real, I don't have a problem with getting these motherfuckers, but if I say something like don't. Like, I'm from New York. I'm from Mount Vernon. Like, I gotta hold back my motherfucking personality so, like, I don't, like, really, like, scare these bitches out here in L.A. because they on this, like feminist bullshit out here heavy. Way heavier than it is over on the East Coast, I'm gonna say. But
look. But what I'm saying is that you know, these women who's on, look, just because she's on some feminist shit, right? You gotta, this is the thing. It depends on what type of feminist shit she on. You understand what I'm saying?
It's heavy out here. It's heavy.
Because
like I can say I don't like gay. Well, no, it's not that I don't like gay people, but like you know, man, I mess with no Fossy boy, you know. And it's not like that. I'm saying it like I'm not like I don't have a thing against them. It ain't my shit. So like if you got a friend that's like Fossy, you know, I'm not. Just keep the nigga away from me if you don't know how to act. Now they on some other shit. Like that's one thing. Or like you could say, I'm not saying that women aren't like us. Like they can do a great deal of shit, but we not the same. I can run into a house full like on fire and carry a nigga out, and we be good, and everybody alright. But your ass ain't gonna run into that same motherfucking house. So don't say we the same. We not. You ain't gonna work the shit I work. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I'm an engineer. I think, motherfucker, like you do a lot of shit, but you repeating a lot of shit somebody else motherfucking told me. I discover shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Don't get me wrong. Like I ain't trying to be that type of nigga, but like, you know what? I feel like I'm going in right now.
No. See, there's a wise man. There's a wise man named DMX who once said, "You don't listen to that bitch. You don't argue with that bitch. All you do is fuck that bitch. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. You know what I mean?
Straight up."
So the thing is that I think what's happening is you trying to find, you know, like other qualities about these chicks, and you starting to realize that some of them was on that feminist bullshit. Now, this is why I said earlier is how feminist is she? Because you have women who claim they're feminists, but they're just like bandwagon chicks that they ain't really about shit. They just talk shit. And then you have those super for real feminists who don't really like niggas and they just waiting to get you caught up in some bullshit because they just hate men. You understand? Like that type of shit. So, you know, if you're dealing with the latter, you don't fuck with them at all.
Shorty call it. Hold on.
This nigga said, hold on. Nigga, call back. Go do your thing, man. Go do your thing, fan. This nigga talking about, hold on, she called back.
For all y'all niggas listening, y'all need to identify who the fuck y'all are as men. Okay?
Right.
Are you gonna bend to the whim of women, or are you gonna have women bend to the whim of you? I'm saying, decide what the fuck you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Lucario, we could talk circles around y'all niggas all night and all day long about this shit, but you have to make a decision for yourself,
right?
About what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, and I promise you, whatever decision you make is going to have a profound impact on your life, negative or positive.
Right. Facts. Yo, who's calling? Turn on your radio. I mean your computer. You, bro. Turn on your computer.
Listen.
This nigga, like, why he just answered the phone just to fucking play feedback?
Yes.
What is wrong with you guys? This is why.
That's why niggas lose. That's why niggas lose. That's why niggas stay losing, bro.
Oh man. You. All right. See, dude is goofy right now. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like this is what I don't get about these goofy ass motherfuckers. It's like,
yeah,
you know, I know y'all not getting no pussy. Not only that, I know y'all fucking up in life. I just know it. Like this, you can't listen. Being a goofy ass dude like that, trolling and all that, it does not correlate with success at all.
No, it don't. It don't. Not at all.
Like,
not at all.
Motherfuckers is so like ridiculous. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? For those who's on some real shit, you guys can call in 646-481-3901. You feel what I'm saying? That is the number. 646-481-3901. Also, make sure you guys get those likes up and hit that donate link.
That PayPal link.
Yes.
Hit that shit.
Yo, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, Victoria, what's going on, man?
What up?
Hey, quick question. Something that Kay Sagan just said right now.
Mm.
Kay Sagan just said that that everybody basically needs to figure out who the hell they are, right?
Right.
Yeah. What exactly does that mean? I mean, he gave one point that, you know, you're gonna be a dude that basically leads women, or if you're gonna be dude get dominated by women. But I've heard that said before, and I actually just realized I don't really get what that means. Like, what do you mean? What do you guys mean by like who the hell you guys are as men? Like, you guys talking about character, personality? Like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I really don't get it.
So you're asking, like, what does it mean to like, you know, be who you actually are? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because like I've heard people like NRC say it, I've heard Ron Will say it, and I think I've heard Eno say it. And I mean, I think I've heard when you were once. I mean, I could be wrong, but basically that's more or less what I saw. And that's, I kind of get it, but I don't have like a clear idea of what that fully means. Like, I've heard that thrown around here and there, but I want to see like what you guys mean about that.
Right. So basically it's real simple. It's just about, you know, being or presenting and truly being the essence of what you want to be in the moment. So let's say, for example, you're dealing with a chick, right? And or not even that. Let's say me and you at a party, right? And you see a girl across the room, and in your mind, you're thinking, yo, this chick got a fat ass. Like, I want to fuck the shit out of her, right? And then what you do is you go over there, you talk to her, you say, hey, miss, how you doing? What's your name? My name is Locario. Well, listen, you know, I was checking you out. I thought you was sexy as shit. I think you know, I want to fuck the shit out of you. I want to have sex with you. When can we get together? Like, that's being who you are. Like, this is what was in your mind. This is what you really felt. And then you told her that. You know what I'm saying? But what most dudes will do is they'll be chilling with their friend, be like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out that girl. And they'll go and approach that girl, and they won't even mention the word sex at all throughout the whole conversation. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's just a simplified version of what we're talking about, is that, like, are you being who you really want to be? Or are you just doing what you think you should do? Or are you like scared to, you know, be your true self? You understand what I'm saying? Because what it is that being your true self, it comes with, you have to be able to like deal with the responses from being who you are, which is why most guys don't like doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why guys is fucking fake. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah. You know, because that comment actually triggered a memory. Just real quick story about like 2 days ago, I was working with a coworker of mine. This guy goes out and this guy gets play, okay? This guy gets a lot of play. And, you know, I talked to him from time to time, and we were talking about women, and basically we were just talking about our point of view on just life in general, and he basically told me, like, you have boyfriend energy. And that kind of shook me a little bit, because that's not who I actually want to be. Like, that's not what I want to be. And he told me, it's just like, and he said, you have value. And I was kind of dumbfounded for a second, because I don't know, I don't fully agree with anything with that entire state, that whole phrase, that sentence he said. But I mean, like, that's not really who I want to be. I don't really want to be like a boyfriend particularly. That's not my at least that's not my MO. But I mean, like, it made me think, like, being boyfriend means you have values. So if you're not a boyfriend type of dude, that means you don't have values. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, that's not who I really want to be. And I guess that's what that comment triggered. So shit. I mean, I don't know. Does that case I have any take on that?
Yeah. All right. Let me say this, bro. When you dealing with a woman, okay, just because you don't want to be a boyfriend, it doesn't mean you don't have value.
Right.
It does not mean you don't have value. It just means you look. And I said this in previous videos. Whether you're a woman or a man, everyone has an agenda, and they want that agenda to be fulfilled.
Right.
When you step to a chick, you want your agenda to be fulfilled. You should never forego your agenda and replace it with her agenda. Okay. And what I mean by that, caller, listen to me real quick. If you exchange phone numbers with a woman, okay, and you say, call me, and she calls you, and you say, hey, I want to see you. Come over to my house. Okay, that's your agenda. Your agenda is for her to come to your house, right?
Right.
If she says, no, I don't want to do that. Caller, hold on for a second. Okay, if she says, no, I don't want to do that. I would rather you take me out on a date. I don't do that with guys I just met. And you acquiesce and you say, okay, my bad, girl. All right, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and take you out on a date. Now, you are foregoing your agenda and you're trying to make her agenda come to fruition. You don't want to do that. You never want to do that with women. Caller, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. You never want to break away from your agenda and meet a woman's agenda. You never want to do that. That's a losing situation every day, all day. Right. You never want to do that. Okay. A lot of guys like to think, oh, if she makes it challenging for me, then maybe she likes me, or maybe I need to build a rapport with her. And if I do a little extra shit, that will bode well for me. And no, it won't. A lot of times in those scenarios, women will not respect you. Do you feel me?
Yeah. But you're basically saying that it is possible to recondition yourself, because like the whole reason I'm bringing this up, because he made it, the guy who I was talking about, my coworker, kind of made it seem like it's just who I am. But that's like not. So it is possible to, I guess, recondition yourself, right?
Well, it's not even necessarily. That's not who you are. That's his perception of who you are. You understand what I'm saying? That's how he perceives you. And so what it is that when you got to understand that perception isn't necessarily reality, but also you can sort of influence a person's perception based off of how you come at people. But also how you come at people is based off of how authentic you want to be and what you're and you have to be prepared for what that authenticity brings back to you. So for example, what I'm saying is this. Let's say, for example, because you're saying that this guy's like, well, you give off boyfriend energy, right? Now, if you believe that, right, then what's going to happen is that you might end up giving off boyfriend energy, because based off of his perception, you start to believe that that's what you are, and that's how you do things, and then that's what you're going to give out to women when you're dealing with them, right? Now, if he says, "Hey, you giving off boyfriend energy," but you're like, "Man, fuck your perception of what you think I'm doing. This is what I want to do, which is I want to give off energy," let's say, for example, of a guy who's a player or who's getting a lot of women or who wants to just have a lot of casual sex. So once that becomes what you're trying to do, and that's actually what you want to do, that becomes who you are at that moment while you're doing it. So now when you start talking to a girl, what you're doing is you're giving her that energy of a guy who's trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even though that your friend perceived you a certain type of way. So the thing is that you have control of course, what you want and what you desire. Excuse me, but also you also have control of how you're putting yourself out there to create a certain situation. You see what I'm saying? Because even when I talk about creating sexual tension, building sexual tension, flirting, and all that other stuff, that's what creates the situation for the woman to perceive you as a guy who wants to have casual sex and not a guy who's, would be like, quote unquote, just some boyfriendy type of guy, which is going to make her respond to you differently. You see what I'm saying?
So I guess I'm trying to tie it back to the thing that I said. So basically, it's just, I guess, just me to be coming at it the way I want to be perceived.
Caller. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Yeah. What do you want from that woman? What do you want? So, you said what?
Hello? Oh,
Caller, what do you want? The interaction you're having with that particular woman, what do you want to come of it? What is your goal?
sex, usually.
Okay, all right. So now let me ask you this. When you step to her and you talk to her, did you mention sex?
Yeah. Or half the time. Sometimes I can, sometimes I don't.
You know, see, that means you're inconsistent.
Right.
yeah, it's
Bro, caller, real quick. Inconsistent game leads to inconsistent results. Do you want to fuck? Yes or no?
me. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So tell the chick you want to fuck her.
Damn. Okay.
That's
No,
it.
all right, so, go ahead. Hold on real quick, LaCar, before you jump in there. So, caller, so if you're having a conversation with a chick that you just met, how would you, now, this is independent of anything you heard on YouTube, how would you, in your own words, express to this woman that you want to fuck her? Tell me.
I don't really know. It just hits me in the moment. It just depends on how we just jive. I don't really have that. How do I say? Like a concrete type of way. It just comes to me in the moment.
Okay, and that's okay. You don't have to have a concrete type of way, but what way do you feel comfortable expressing to a woman that you want to fuck her? Go.
More or less, I'd say something along the lines of, "Hey, listen, I'm really digging you. What do you think we take this conversation back to my place?"
Okay, and has that worked for you?
Once.
Once out of how many times?
Gee, I think I've tried it about 6 times.
And it worked for you once.
Once so far, yeah.
Which I think Lucario would say that's about the average guy, right, Lucario?
Right.
Okay, go ahead, Lucario. Jump in here, bro.
No. So this is the thing though, is that let's go back to the inconsistency. The reason why it's important to because what it is, like I said earlier with the example of being at the party, seeing a girl across the room and thinking in your head you want to fuck, and then going over to let her know you want to hook up, right? What happens is it needs to be a straight line from your thoughts and your actions. You understand what I'm saying? And so if there's not a straight line, that's where you get the inconsistent results, because what happens is that you're not giving the woman a clear signal of what you're about. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like if you were to turn the dial on a radio, or to, if you change the station on a TV or whatever. It's like when the signal is getting crossed by some other shit, you can't hear clearly or see clearly. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make sure, if you're trying to listen to 97.1 FM, the dial has to be on 97.1 FM. It can't be right at 93 or you understand what I'm saying? It has to be right there. So that's what I'm saying, where your thoughts have to be consistent with your actions and your words, so that the woman has a clear indication of what she's responding to. So what happens is, a lot of times you may be feeling like, I want to have casual sex with this woman, but you're not expressing that in your words and your actions, or you might be expressing it in your words and your actions at one point, but then another point you're acting like, well, I don't know if I really want this, because I don't know how I feel about telling you this or being this way. So this is what I'm saying, where it just has to be congruent, because what happens is it's like if you walk past a pizza store and was like, damn, I'm hungry, I want to get some pizza, but let me go get these sneakers real quick and I'm gonna come back and get the pizza. Then you go back to the pizza store and then it's a fucking like clothing store now. And you're like, what the fuck happened to the pizza store? You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm never coming back to this fucking area or this situation, because I can't rely on this shit to stay a pizza store. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how women are gonna, interact with you. You feel me?
Yeah. Damn, Damn, I sound insensitive as hell. Holy crap. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying.
The homie broke it down to a fraction, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Damn, yeah. That makes sense. I just didn't expect it like that profound.
Right, that's just the game getting in your soul right now. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? That's you getting gamed up. You feel what I'm saying?
It's coursing through your veins.
But my brother, I appreciate the call, my dude. But yeah, just make this shit consistent. You feel what I'm saying? And you're gonna be good. You feel me?
Yeah, man. All right, man. I'll let you get going, but both of you, I appreciate this much.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. I'm a holla. Peace. All right. Let's see what else is this. You, what's going on? You. Yeah, I get you good.
All right, man. I just want to ask about this. I think it's really affecting my game. Shit, like, how do you move on from like the shit from your past? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the goofy shit that you done, like with women and girls and shit like that. Like, how do you move on from it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. Like, how you all be saying like, don't ever follow a woman's lead, and you just be thinking about all the fucking times that you done bullshit, and it's just all that type of like dumb shit. Like,
caller, elaborate.
Like,
elaborate. You said you done dumb shit. Elaborate.
Like, okay, like, tricking off on the chick. You might have bought some shit, or you doing goofy shit like following her lead. She I don't think we should have this. I need to know a guy more. You actually like following that program and following what the fuck she's saying. Shit like that. The shit that you know that's not true. After like I listen to you, KZ. You got some good videos and shit. Like, you be looking at the chat, but I went to your channel and you really got some good shit over there. So yeah. Right. But yeah, I'm talking about like all that type of shit. Like, and for me, it's almost kind of like, you know, when you say like, okay, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna make that mistake no more, and shit like that. It's the same thing like when women say, oh, I shouldn't have done all that shit with this particular guy because he treated me like shit. And now they feel like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that. Guy has to earn it. You know, this bullshit that they be saying. Right. And it's just like, it's almost kind of like equivalent to what, you know, I would think it's like equivalent to what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not gonna ever do the dumb shit again. But I know they probably susceptible to doing the dumb shit again. But you see what I'm saying? No, I see what. Well, the thing is this. The thing is, it's good that you did the dumb shit because you've experienced it. So now you know. Okay, well, that wasn't the right thing to do because right now, once you're outside, because see, what happens is it's hard to see the crazy, ridiculous shit you're doing when you're inside when you're in the situation while it's happening. Because you're so attached to this, to the person and the situation. It's almost like when you're in a dream, you don't realize you're in a dream. It all feels real. It feels like important and all that other shit. It's the same thing that happens when you're dealing with a chick and you're in a situation. You're so caught up in the situation with the chick that you might end up doing some shit like tricking and simping and doing a whole bunch of extra stuff. And you're like, damn, what the fuck is going on after it's over? So now that it's over, what happens is that once you start dealing with newer women and putting yourself in newer situations, you have to be more aware now of what you're doing while it's happening. So you have a different awareness. So it's almost like you step outside of yourself and you take a look objectively and say, wait a second, am I about to start simping right now? Let me hold on for a second. Let me not, you understand what I'm saying? Or is this chick about to fucking try to get in an argument with me? Let me not get into an argument with her. So now you're able to catch it now because you've been there already. You understand what I'm saying? So that you know better now. See, the problem would be is if you keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over again. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the issue where that comes in. So now the example you were using as far as
let's say when women fuck up and they fuck with a fucked up dude and they be talking about, well, I'm gonna make the dude earn it now. That's not really the right way to go necessarily. And even on the flip side, for us guys, it wouldn't be the right way to go to sort of do the equivalent of that too. What it is that you need to understand, what do you need to do to step your game up so that when these situations arise, you know the best way to handle it, but also you know the best way to benefit and come out, on top of these situations. You see what I'm saying? But K-Zaga, what you think about that shit?
No, bro, you hit the nail on the head. You said it perfectly. I couldn't have said it no better myself. Is you look at the situation and you basically look at the situation and then you make the best decision based on what you presented with. And a lot of times what you're presented with is based on what the fuck you doing. Right. It's not necessarily what the woman is doing. It's based on what you're doing. Right. And sometimes, and you said this in a lot of your videos, sometimes you got to let go. Sometimes when you realize you fucked up and you didn't handle the situation as you needed to, and the chick is on some other shit, you got to be like, you know what? I got to let her go. I got to let the situation go and let her move on over here, and I'm going to move on over here. And a lot of guys don't want to let it go. A lot of guys, they get too caught up in the fact that they felt like they've invested time dealing with the broad. And to me, you got to let that go. And I think a lot of guys, and I think this is what comes with game. Game is just recognizing and realizing your own shortcomings as a man, and realizing, okay, I fucked up. I didn't handle the situation the way that it should have been handled. It's time for me to let it go. You know what I'm saying? So the caller and other people, let it go. When you're dealing with women, it should be super easy. Right. It should be so easy. It should be so easy. You're questioning the fact that it's so easy. Like, oh, this can't be true. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be. Look, you know how it is. Right. Like, questioning, like, this shit is so super fucking easy and simple. You should be questioning the shit. That's how it should be. Right. Once it ceased to be that simple, let it go and just move on to the next broad. It's that simple, bro. Facts. Real talk.
But okay, I want to ask y'all a question then. Okay. All this shit that a chick could say, well, you did that for and you did this goofy shit or this dumb shit for this chick, so why would you do it for me? You see what I'm saying?
How will she know? How will she know you done this for this other chick? How will she know? How will she know that you did XYZ for another broad?
She won't know, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, most guys do certain shit for a lot of women. And then when a woman finds, like, when you a guy who's saying, oh, I wouldn't do this or that, I'm not going to do this or that for a woman, then she starts to feel like, oh, most guys do that. He telling me you ain't going to do that. She knows she's feeling something. She knows, it's like certain things you know somebody has done. And she gonna try to say, "Oh no, you gonna do this shit for me too. If you don't, then I'm not gonna fuck with you." And see.
Hold on 1 second. You see. This is the issue though, because notice what you said. She said, "Well, all these other guys did this shit for me. Now, if you don't do this shit, I'm not gonna fuck with you." If you even adhere to that, even if you even think to fucking entertain that.
I've been through that.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. But this is what I want you to peep. I want you to peep the other part of this though. What I'm saying is that the fact that she's even coming at you like that is disrespectful and an insult, because she's basically saying, I see you like all those other guys who were simping. So she's basically saying, I'm getting simp energy from you, because what happens is she's not going to come out her mouth like that in the first place to a dude who she feels is an attractive guy who she doesn't want to lose. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that the fact that she's even coming at you like that in the first place is already disrespect. So either she already feels that simping energy off of you, or she's just saying that because that's what she's used to and that's what she's used to dealing with. But it's your job to say, listen, that's cool that all that shit happened, but I'm not like these other niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just let you know from now, I'm not like these other niggas. So when you're ready to deal with a real dude, here's my number, holla at me. That's it. And then you just keep it pushing. You just keep it moving. It's that simple, because you got to let her know that you're not like these other. You have to separate yourself from all these other guys, because see, that right there is already checking her in a sense where you're saying, listen, I'm not like these other cats, and if you gonna act like that, I'm a bounce. You understand what I'm saying? Don't talk about you ain't gonna fuck with me. I'm not gonna fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.
That's what I'm saying. But like, and you always said a lot of these girls, these women, they not used to dealing with real dudes. So when you say shit like that, it just automatically turns off. Like what this chick was telling me, like that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm giving off any sense energy or true energy or none of that shit. It's just like I was on the phone trying to set something up with a chick, and she talking about you gonna she talking about, you gotta treat something of value. We have to take care of some if something is of value. She was pretty much trying to say she was of value, and you gotta take care of something of value. And I was looking, I was like, I said, I'm not with that trick. I just came out there. I said, I'm not with the trick shit. You thinking you gonna get some money out of me, or I'm trying to spend trips, like you trying to take trips and do all this. I'm not with all that shit. And pretty much after that, she just like hung up in my face and blocked my number. Like that's what happened. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't know. Like
no, but that's good though. That's good that she blocked your number and hung up on you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's supposed to happen. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because you saying that, oh well, you say this and it turns them off. It don't turn them off. All it did was they said, damn, I can't fucking use this nigga, so I'm about to block him. And you understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. If the chick wants you and she likes you, she's going to fuck with you in the way that you want to fuck with her. This is what you guys have to understand. You guys have to understand that when we talk about you being masculine, when we talking about you being dominant, that's the point of you being dominant. You dominate her. It ain't about what the fuck she trying to do. This is what I'm doing, and are you following what the fuck I'm doing? If you're not, then you can get the fuck on. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. So all of this stuff about y'all worrying about, her being turned off or her feeling a certain way or her, it don't matter about her, because what happens is that you guys have to understand that I said this a million times. No any type of relationship or sexual, romantic, or otherwise happens unless the man makes it happen. Meaning, we got to be the ones to approach. We got to set the shit up. We got to make the shit go down. They don't do that. So what the fuck I give a fuck about what she trying to do or what the fuck she want. If she's not cooperating, I'll move on to the next woman. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to have that energy of, look, I'm doing you a favor by even talking to you. This is why I say, because dudes will say, well, women choose the men, right? But we give women the opportunity to choose. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that you're giving her that opportunity to choose you. When you approach her, you're giving her the opportunity to fuck with you. Why? Because she wouldn't have had a chance to fuck with you any other way. Approaching her. You see what I'm saying? So because I took my time out to approach you, I'm letting you know what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm letting you know what the fuck I'm trying to do. You see what I mean? So if she's on some, all these guys did this, I don't give a fuck about what all these other guys did. If you want to go with all them other guys, you could go with all them other guys, right? You're not gonna fuck and let her know this. Be like, listen, you can go with all these other guys and let her know, look, you could do that, but you're not gonna find another guy like me. You know what you're gonna find? You're gonna find more dudes who are gonna do everything you say, and you don't like them, and you don't want to fuck with them. That's why you single now, because you don't want to fuck with them dudes, and now you scared to fuck with a real nigga. But as soon as you get brave enough to fuck with a real nigga, call me, and then you walk away from that chick. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. So don't let these chicks fucking, get to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't let them get to you like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. That's what I pretty much called it. They just get to me and shit like that, and I just get I get frustrated with it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Nah, don't, bruh.
Why are you getting frustrated? What you get
frustrated about?
Because it's just like shit. Like I had called and I had told this situation. Like a chick, she was trying to tell me to do some shit, She liked me, but she just keep on trying to play a fucking game with me.
All right, hold on, caller. All right, let me stop you right there. That's where you lost control. You lost control because you listened to what the bitch saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the moment you have that, but she said this, but she said
right,
that,
exactly.
and I wanted to do this, but she felt this way. You lost control. She in control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, caller. Let me ask you a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
When you get a woman's number, how do you go about it? Tell me exactly what you say when you get a woman's phone number. Go.
Oh, that okay, cool. When I first come up, I'm real like aggressive with it. Like I come up straight, and you know, I try to look into her eyes, and you know, when I come up, most women kind of like step back because they like it. They be smiling and you know and laughing and shit. And you know,
nigga, you didn't answer the question yet. When you get a woman's number, what did you say?
I just say, let me get your number. That's all I say. Like after I like do some field talking, like I might say a couple of things.
Like what? Like what? Like what, nigga? Like what?
Like what the things that I say to them? Like if
okay, look, all right, look. We men. You, myself, Lacaria, we're men. When you're getting a woman's phone number, what exactly do you relay to her verbally to get them digits? Go.
Oh, what? That's all I do. I just say, let me get your number. I don't really.
Okay, all right. So you say exactly that. Let me get your number.
Let me get your number. Yeah, that's all I.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Let me get your number.
Let me get your number, or give me your number. One of the two.
So when you say "let me get your number" or "give me your number," what do the woman say after that?
It's a very. She could be like, "No, I'm good," or "I got a boyfriend," or she just give it to me. She be like, "Let me get your phone. Give me your phone," or.
Okay. All right. Let me stop. Let me stop you right there. You said something that's very important to me. You said, "Oh, let me get your phone." See, you need to develop a situation where you're more assertive.
Right.
Okay. You don't ask. Okay. One of the laws of attraction is it's a foregone conclusion. You act as if it's going to happen. So when you approach a chick, you don't say, "Let me get your number." You break out your phone, you put it on the table, put your number on my phone. That's what you say. Caller, do you hear me? Caller.
Hear this game?
Caller, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you don't say, "Let me get your number." You put down your phone. Put your number on my phone so I can call you tomorrow. Directive. Look, for all you motherfuckers listening, when you approach women, the majority of the time, you're going to come off like the average guy. You're going to come off haphazardly. You're going to come off unsure of yourself. You're going to come off like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're going to come off on some, it's okay if I call you. Don't do that. Strike that shit. When you approach a woman, you put your phone, like if you're in a bar, for instance, you put your phone on the bar, put your number in my phone. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Or you can say, put your number or put my number in your phone. Call me tomorrow at this time. Direct her to do something. Most women ain't used to that.
Right.
They're used to guys, I don't mean to sound too forward, but can I get your number?
Right.
That's what they're used to.
Hold up, man. I don't be doing all that, man.
But I'm telling you, all the motherfuckers outside of you listening right now, that's what they do.
Right.
They act as if getting a woman's number is a blessing. It's like Christ came back from the dead and blessed them with his, you know what I'm saying? No.
Right.
No.
And also too,
Go ahead.
the first thing, you got to understand something. The first impression is important. So
Facts.
you gotta start from the beginning when you fucking with these chicks. You have to start directing them. You have to start being assertive. You have to start being dominant from soon as the first words that come out your mouth, even before you even say it. As soon as you looking at her from across the room, all of that gotta start from there. So what I'm saying is that this is why the game is so important, because the energy that you bring has to be consistent. This is what we was talking about with the caller earlier. A lot of y'all will do inconsistent stuff. So you might say to a girl, hey, let me get your number so we could go on a date. And then you call her and say, hey, come over my house and let's fuck. And then she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
I don't do that. Like, I know you got to get other callers. This is probably the last thing I'm going to say, but like, I get the number first. I don't bring up things. Like, today, I just got a girl, a chick's number. She was with her daughter, you know, and I got a number right in front of like her daughter. Like, her daughter had to be like maybe 12. She probably was like maybe 35, 36, somewhere up in there. So I had went and got the number and shit like that. I don't want to be talking about sex, so I'm trying to fuck right then and there. Like, I'm gonna call. And then
Okay. Caller. Hold on. So you said you got her number in front of her daughter, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to go to work on you niggas. All right. So when you saw her, what was your first thought? The chick that you got the number from, what was your first thought?
Shit, she thick as fuck.
And what else, nigga? What else?
I'm trying to fuck.
Okay, nigga. So why you get a number then, nigga? Why you get her number then, nigga? You didn't want her number, nigga. You said she think as fuck you wanna fuck, nigga. So why'd you get her number then, nigga?
I can't communicate that right in front of her daughter. Her daughter.
Oh, okay. So you can't pull her to the side? You can't be like, hey, look, let me talk. Look, no disrespect. I know you're doing your thing. You know, you're a mother. I respect that. But let me holler at you over here right quick. You can't do that, nigga?
I'm just saying, man. It's better if you...
Oh, no, nigga. It ain't no.
Or he could have spoken in her ear. He could have went in her ear real quick and did it soft so the girl couldn't hear. You know what I'm saying?
See, look, nigga. Okay, for all you niggas listening, y'all be too concerned about getting the number. The number should be the last thing you do. Express your sexual desire first. If she say, I'm with my daughter, look, I'm going to catch up with you this weekend. We can do whatever you talking about this weekend. Be like, all right, baby girl, here's my number. Hit me up. Let's do that. Express your true intent off rip.
Right. You got to. You got to. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why. Because again, it's all about consistency. You want to make sure that you are consistent in this woman's mind of what's popping off. Because if I go up to you and I say, bruh, I'm selling these knives. They sharp, they could cut through anything, right? And you with your son, and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, but I'm with my son right now. I'll be like, all right, cool, let me get your information, or let's exchange information. I'm gonna holler at you about these knives. You're like, cool, yeah, definitely, because I definitely want them fucking knives. And then I hit you up and I'll be like, bruh, so you want to buy these sneakers? You're gonna be like, fuck you mean? I was looking forward to them knives. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And so what I'm saying is that you want to be as congruent and consistent as possible, and also at the same time you want to be as straightforward and dominant as possible. Say that again.
But she don't know that I didn't go up into her and ask her, I want to go out with you. I asked for the number.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Wait, stop right there. You got to understand that if you don't say anything about sex, the default is we going on a date. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So you have to. It's the if you don't. This is what. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because it's very important. Whenever you're not specific, what you do is you give women a window to say it was about something else. You understand what I'm saying?
Plausible deniability.
Exactly. Plausible deniability. So you got to make sure it's specific, bro. Because if you just say, hey, let me get your number, That could be, she could probably have been like, oh, I thought we was just gonna be friends. I thought we was just gonna be friends. I thought you just want to be my friend. And you're like, nah, but no, but you didn't say it. You weren't specific. This is why it's important to be specific and be consistent with your specificity. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what you gotta be. You feel what I'm saying?
Caller. Caller.
Appreciate all the game, man, for real.
No. Caller, hold on. Before you go. You do know when you approach women and you're a strange man, you do know they assume that you want something from them, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I know.
Okay. So when you approach these chicks and they be like, all right, he a strange man, he don't know me, he being ultra friendly, he must want some pussy, right? You know that, right?
I'm not being friend. I don't think I'm being friendly. I think they motherfucking know that. They know I want the pussy.
No. How do they know that? How do you make them know that you want some pussy? Tell me how you make them know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, a chick, okay. I've had like when I'm in a lounge or bar and shit like that. Some women will be so aggressive with it, and they will ask you. They will try to get you to say some shit, because they don't really want to say. They want you to say the shit, and like that's what I'm saying. It's just like I will let a woman know that I want to have sex with her. I don't have no
how? Tell me exactly what you say.
I'm telling just like that. I want to have sex. I want to have sex with you. I want to fuck the shit out of you, and that's it. That's all I say.
Well, listen, you gotta be just be consistent with your shit. You're gonna start getting better results, because this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get more chicks who's gonna want to fuck with you on some sex shit quicker, and you're gonna get more chicks who are gonna reject you quicker and not waste your time. It's those two things that's gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what you got to look forward to. But if you're being inconsistent and all that other stuff, you're gonna get a lot of fucking wishy-washy, a lot of time wasting, a lot of all that other shit. Because even if a girl knows that you want to fuck her, right? She knows that you didn't say it. So therefore she can have plausible deniability. You understand what I'm saying? Which is a window to waste your time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
all day.
that's what we're saying. So make sure you just let them know. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. I'm holla.
Peace.
All right, man. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that donate link. What's popping? Who this?
What up, Carl? This is Jay, man, the house, man.
What's going on, bro?
My boy, too. You know what I mean?
What's good?
Yeah. What up? Yeah, but I'm just calling, man. I have a couple questions, too. But Carl, I watched one joint on YouTube, right? There was this guy who was going around, and he was asking women about how many body counts they got, right?
Right.
And it's so crazy. Little kids always talk about that, like, men always think that women ain't fucking. And when you hear these women being honest about it, but even when we were young, it was like a spring break, but it just show you that. So you're going to be like 20 bodies. But when you meet them in person, these motherfuckers be like, these motherfuckers be like they're virgins. And us dudes been sitting there, been catering these bitches thinking that they have like one body count and stuff like that. But my question to you is that, right? But like I say, I know right now we're in this whole bullshit ass COVID or coronavirus. But before that, though, like I said, I was smashing some joints, but it's like the woman I was coming across, and I can understand what I do. The last caller was coming from too, because I had that problem too. It's like some of the women that you come across, they come across like they fucking virgins, Vicario. Damn, like your case, like the way y'all be talking about, how you open these bitches up. I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Is it because I'm ugly? I'm not fair. I'm like, you know what I mean? And then, I ain't gonna lie, I see cases like laughing down. Real talk though, but I'm only confident with certain women I know I can pull. But the ones that I see like 9, 10, they be acting like they fucking virgins. I'm like, bitch, in my mind, I don't want to get real disrespectful. Bitch, I know you're not a fucking virgin. Stop playing with me. How do you open these bitches up? Because like you be saying like, or how you be going out and you talk and y'all smashing. I'm like, yo, how is Vicario just doing that shit?
You talking about how you just get to chicken smash like easily? Is that what you saying?
Yeah, but it's like with me, it's like when I'm trying to open up, like I said, I don't have a high body count with these women. It's like I'm getting this. Oh, I gotta get to know you more. Like what type of women you think? Like one girl help you with a fucking church piece, my nigga.
Well,
like that,
see, this is the thing. This is one of the main things. This is what this is what you guys have to understand. This is very, very important. So you guys have to listen up to this shit, right? What happens is this, right? Because we've been talking about consistency, right? So what has to happen is this, and this is what you guys understand. This is what's going to get you more sex easily. This is some shit you guys should be paying for. So make sure you guys hit that donate button. You feel what I'm saying? Hit that donate button. I'm about to hit you with some heavy game. I'm about to hit you with some heavy fucking game, right? The reason why it's easy for me to approach chicks and interact with chicks and get sex quickly is because I consistently, keyword consistent, I consistently interact with women as a guy who is just looking for the casual sex and who wants the casual sex. And it doesn't turn off and it doesn't waver. So it's consistent all the time. So
did y'all hear that?
You understand?
Did y'all niggas hear that?
So this is what I'm saying. So a lot of times what happens is this is what y'all do. This is what y'all will do. Y'all will say, let's say, for example, you meet with a girl or whatever, and you say to her, oh, hey, yeah, let's go out and hang out. And then y'all hang out and you sort of tiptoe around the idea of having sex with her. And then you might get some sex, right? Or you might not, right? But then the next girl you with, right? You might say to her, hey, I want to have sex with you, or you be direct with her, right? Then you may get the sex or you may not get the sex, right? Or the next girl you with, you're sort of like, oh, let's go out on 2 or 3 dates. And then you have sex with her. And then the next girl, so you don't have any sort of, you don't have a pattern or consistency of how you deal with women. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that when I deal with women, when I talk to women, every chick that I talk to, right? It's like it's the same shit with every girl over and over and over and over and over again. So what happens is that my sexual energy is stronger every time, and it gets stronger every new girl. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when you like fucking it's like when you watch a fucking video game. You know what I'm saying? And like Sonic the Hedgehog, when he running, he getting all the rings and shit. The rings, he get that little fucking thing that makes him light up and shit. So you're constantly hot. You understand what I'm saying? You're constantly hot. You keep it going, you keep it going, you keep it going, but you're keeping it going on that consistent path. That's it. So what happens is that I don't switch up for no girl. If my path is to actually be consistent with hooking up or whatever, that's what I do. So if I meet girl A, right, I'm saying, yo, let's get some shit popping. I might not even fuck girl A, right? It don't even matter. But when I get to girl B, I still have the same energy from that I had with girl A, but even more energy because it's a new girl. Then I get to girl C. It's the same energy I have from girl A, girl B, and now it's on girl C. So each one gets the same fucking energy. You feel what I'm saying? And so the problem with a lot of you guys is 1 minute you want to go on a bunch of dates, next minute you want to hook up, the next minute you lying to the girl, the next minute you want to tell her the truth, the next, you understand what I'm saying? So and shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. He used the analogy of like, because he was talking about approaching women. He said you got to get hot, meaning when you put like a hot pocket in the microwave, that's like what y'all do is y'all don't keep it in there. You got to keep it in there to make sure it gets hot. You understand? You got to keep it in there for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, right? What y'all are doing, y'all put the hot pocket in the microwave, you start it, then you take it out in 10 seconds, and you put it back in, and you take it out in 15 seconds, and you put it back in, and you take it out. So what I'm saying is that you have to keep the shit hot the whole time. So you got to keep yourself hot the whole time. So when you start talking to girls and interacting with girls, you have to keep that shit hot the whole time. So if I go to a fucking club or bar or whatever on Friday and Saturday, whatever, and then I go again next week and I go in the week after, my energy is still the same way. I'm coming at the women sexually 100% of the time, no wavering at all for nothing. I don't give a fuck how hot the girl is. This is what guys will do. They'll be like, yo, being very direct with her, trying to be sexual with a chick. Then they see another girl, and then the girl is hot as fuck. And the girl says, hey, well, you know what? I don't want to fuck you so quick because I'm not the type of girl. And the nigga, what he gonna do is he gonna be like, okay, I guess I'll hang out with you more, and I guess I'll take you on 3 dates, right? So now you've you was on that hot streak and now you cool down. You understand what I'm saying? You cool down. So now the next girl you try to fuck, you can't fuck her as easily because you cool down. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you guys got to understand, because your skill level and your energy level and your know how to do it, if you're being consistent with it, gets better and better each chick. So what you did with the last girl, you'll get better with the next girl because you have practice on the last girl doing the same exact thing that you're doing with this next girl. So that's why if you can't cool down, you have to always be at that, but you got to be consistent. No matter what the fuck the girl's saying, I don't care how hot she is, you got to be consistent. But K-Zaga, what's your thoughts on that?
Bro,
shit?
oh my God, nigga, you hit the strikes. Like,
that's okay. You guys hit that donate button, people. We going in with the game.
Bro, if we was bowling, you won the game already, nigga. What on the strikes you hit, dog? So I'm saying, yo, Lucario hitting strikes, and he hit the nail on the head with precision. He said consistency. A lot of you dudes, you guys switch up based on the attractiveness of the woman. Oh, if she's average looking, I'm gonna do this. If she's above average looking, I'm gonna do that. And that's where you fuck up at, because you have inconsistent game. And what a lot of you guys don't understand is you look, if you really want to be an alpha male or dude who's really doing some shit, you can't be inconsistent. Right. You have to be consistent, and being consistent is going to get you rejected.
Right, exactly.
You will be rejected, but you have to be okay with that. But you have a lot of dudes, they feel it get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, and I'm gonna say this, and I think I speak for Lakari, you gonna get some bad bitches if you consistent. Right. They gonna be there for you. But even when they there for you, you still gotta act like they ain't shit.
Exactly, right.
Like they ain't shit. Like in your head, like Lakari, you're like this. Damn, she bad as hell, but I ain't gonna let that bitch know that.
Exactly right. I'm not gonna fucking act like she's special and act.
There you go.
It's the same shit. That's what you guys gotta understand, man. It's like, yo, I'm telling you guys, like see, the problem is that when you are doing when you're interacting with these chicks, right? A lot of times what throws you off the game is you're worried about the fucking rejection. Because even Johnny Quest in the chat, he said, but if you're consistently being direct and getting rejected, should you keep up that same energy or should you charge your strategy? No, that's the thing. You're supposed to get rejected. That's part of it, because that's part of you not wasting your time with those girls who are wasting your time. Now, what happens is that when you're being direct, which was going to go on, is that you're going to run into women who are going to want to fuck with you based off of what you're trying to do. Because even what happens is based off the law of averages, even if you was to approach 100 girls and you got whack ass game, you'll at least get one or two. You understand what I'm saying? With some whack ass fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing, is that you still got to be consistent with it. But the thing is, again, you have to stay at that level. It's just like, I'll use the fucking, food analogy again, or a food store. Again, if a place only sells hot dogs, right? And you're like, yo, all I sell is fucking hot dogs here. And a motherfucker comes in and they be like, hey, do you guys sell burgers? No, we only sell fucking hot dogs, right? And so you're so consistent with selling hot dogs, and you've been selling hot dogs like crazy. People like your fucking hot dogs. They keep talking about all the hot dogs. Even that person who thought you sell hamburgers and all this other shit there, one day they're gonna be like, damn, I want a hot dog. Where can I get a hot dog? Oh, how about that guy that sells only hot dogs? Because you're so consistent with it, that's all you're giving them. That's all you're giving them. So what happens is that when you deal with the woman, soon as she sees you and talks to you, what's the thing she gonna say in her mind is, oh, this nigga's a fuck boy. You understand? This nigga just wants sex. And so what she's gonna say is, you know what? I'll fuck him. I like him. He's cool. I'll fuck him. But that's because you came at the interaction with all that energy and that consistency of being a guy who wants to fuck. You see what I'm saying? But if y'all are so wishy-washy and like, oh, well, maybe we could do this and maybe we could do that, and oh, I don't know, maybe I'll take her out and maybe I'll do this. They don't get that. You become the fucking hot dog store. They're now selling ice cream, fucking Snickers, fucking all this other
burgers, and White Castle shit.
exactly, then everything gets drowned out. This is what I'm saying. You got to be so consistent with it at all fucking times of how you're doing it.
Perfect analogy, bro. Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect analogy.
No,
So
that's a good
go ahead.
But yeah, because I did that, like I said, before this whole thing happened. So I went out and stayed with a chick, like I said, man, like, yeah, we were catching everything. So, I mean, I was trying to fuck in the car, like you said too, man, trying to fuck them while they're hot. But, you know, when some motherfuckers get caught, they be like, oh, I don't think we should do this. So I'm trying to fuck in the car. She said, mom in the car not right now. So I said, but like I said, we're already kissing. I said, fuck it, all right. I wait 3 to 4 days, call her, like, hey, what's up? I want to see you. She said, cool. Like Kay Zach said, yo, fuck that, suck your day shit. So she was like, I want to see you. I was like, all right. I was like, either you could come to my place, I come to your place. Now that bitch hit me with that, I want to think, let's go out of here. I said, you know what? You got my number. When you're ready for some dick, you call me. I never heard from her. I never called her. But I reflect back, like I said, I said to myself, damn, you know what I mean? This chick really like me. But my question to you is, Kay Zach and Macario, sometimes too, can a woman really like you? They don't want to fuck you. Not to say that, I mean, she's not like a girl I might like to fuck. I mean, she just, I mean, like number two, people are different, Macario. And like I said, I'm not trying to be like a Captain Save-A-Hole, but I believe that some women are hard. Now you got to think, I don't think you get chat with like, this nigga Captain fuck out of here, nigga. Not all. There are some women out there though. They may like you though. They may really like you. They just don't want to fuck you though.
Why would they not want to fuck you?
No, because you know, like the whole stigma. Think about it. Like, if you're a woman, let me say, if you're a woman, like you hear guys like, yo, if a chick got like 10 more bodies, I ain't fucking with. Yo, chicks hear this shit. Yo, they hear this shit with guys. That's why, like you said, I hate when men talk like that because now women would like to fuck you guys, but because these niggas want their mouth so fucking much, Macario, these little beta mouth scent niggas want their mouth so much, these bitches hear that shit. They're like, you know what? Why the fuck should I fuck these niggas when they be talking about these us women having hoes?
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Understand that there are times where women aren't gonna fuck you because they see you as the type of guy who may be a beta male provider type of motherfucker, or a guy who they could see as a boyfriend that they can maybe have later on down the line. So they're not gonna fuck you. But if a woman is sexually attracted to you, you understand what I'm saying? If she's extremely sexually attracted to you, she's going to have sex with you. So it's that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. So what I'm saying is that if you keep, again, you keep in your mind thinking you're like, oh, these women are different. They're not different. They're not different. What I'm saying is that when every woman, every last one of them, you understand what I'm saying? Every goddamn woman on the fucking planet, I'm saying every last one of them, they are in a situation where they say, hey, I'm sexually attracted to this guy. Either I'm gonna have sex with him tonight, or I'm gonna have sex with him in the near future, or I am attracted to him in the sense of I want him to be my new boyfriend, so I'm not gonna have sex with him this quickly. I'm gonna make him wait a little bit. They're doing either one of those things. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you gotta understand.
So caller, what he's saying is a woman has decided when and where she's gonna fuck you.
Right.
She's gonna fuck you now or fuck you later. And it's up to you to discern whether or not you want to wait. That's on you.
Exactly right.
That's on you.
Right.
Because you can say, I'm gonna play the long game and play her game and let her. And again, because I did videos talking about everyone has an agenda. As a man, you have an agenda. A woman has her agenda.
Right.
You can say, I'm dealing with chicks based on my agenda. If they ain't fucking with my agenda, I ain't fucking with them. Or you can say, oh, she's presenting her agenda to me, and I'm so desperate and so horny for the pussy, I'm going to go ahead and fuck with her agenda, and I'm going to kick my agenda to the side and fuck with her shit, and hopefully I can get some pussy fucking with her agenda on the back end.
Right.
Which is sucker shit.
Right. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, bro. You know what I mean? But yo, we gotta take a few more of these calls, my dude. I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right. Be safe. All right. Let me get this call real quick. All right. Yo. Yo, what's going on? What's popping?
Is this Ricardo?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm chilling. What's good with you?
This niggas is funny.
Man, I never did this before, man.
So what's going on? What's the question? How you feeling, man?
Not bad, man. I was just wondering, like, when you talk to girls on Facebook, right?
Go ahead.
When you talk to girls on Facebook, right?
You said when you talk to girls on Facebook, what? What was your question?
Yeah, you have to, like, I have trouble, like, you have to get to know them, or like, how do you be straightforward with them on Facebook? So, like, getting to know them and all that.
You said how do you holler at chicks on Facebook? Is that your question?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Yeah,
see,
like, how do you like?
Go ahead. Why you keep pausing?
Yeah,
Like, finish your question. Go ahead. This nigga.
Man, I can't hear you.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? All right, you're gonna have to call. All right, I'm gonna answer your question off the stream. All right, I'm off the line. So the way to get chicks on Facebook and all of that is go to badboymembership.com. I got a whole program called How to Get Chicks on Social Media. Just check that out, and I detail all the shit. But what's poppin'? Who's calling?
Well, like, I'm really big on the whole respect thing. Like, y'all taught me a lot about that. And like, one chick, she was like really into me. It was weird. Like, she was like, "Oh, you're so cute." Like, it was online that she's like, "Oh, you're so cute. You're like a cross between a bad boy and a nerd and a pretty boy." And then, like, I spelled a word, and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Where do you learn your English? Third world country?" And she's like, "I'm not trying to be rude or anything, gorgeous." I'm like, "No, that's rude as fuck." I'm like, "The hell?" I'm like, so, like, she blocked me after that. But yeah, I was like,
wait. Hold on. Caller, give me just a second. You said she was into you at first, right?
Yeah, she was like complimenting me, then she like disrespected me because I misspelled a word.
Dang.
Wait, what was this on Tinder or some shit?
Yeah.
Right. So you just unmatch her or keep this shit pushing. Don't even worry about none of that shit.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like, y'all helped me out with that. Like, I appreciate that. Also, I was wondering, because I want to holler at girls like at Walmart, because there'd be some bad bitches. So do I just go up there and be like, I'm like, "Damn, mama, you fine. Like, I'm trying to fuck."
Hey, hold on. Look, man, y'all guys. Okay. Let me just say this real quick because I think. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
You got it, bro.
Okay. Look, when you guys have to understand that when you're talking to women, right? There's a thing called social intelligence, right? So what happens is that when you're having a conversation with a woman, right? You need to be able to have the conversation, but also be able to read social cues to see what's the best thing to say and do in the conversation. So it's not about just saying, "Hey, ma, I want to fuck the shit out you," or whatever, right? Does the woman look interested in you enough while y'all are talking for you to see that she has interest in you, so that when you say that, she will be receptive to you saying it? You see what I'm saying? So it's not about you just saying it. You thinking. So if I walk up to a girl and I say, "Hey, miss, how you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm fine." She's like, "What you up to?" I'm like, "I'm chilling." And I see her cheesing from ear to ear. I see her checking me out, looking me up and down, right? Then I say, "Listen, I'm about to head up in Walmart, but I thought you were sexy as hell. I think me and you need to get together so we could, get it popping in the bedroom. Let me get your number." And then she's receptive to that because I can see through her body language, her facial expressions, how she's talking to me, that she's actually sexually attracted to me. You see what I'm saying? And so therefore, there's a better chance of me getting with that chick. You see what I mean?
Okay. So start small conversation and build it up to see if she's interested or not.
Yeah, and it's not even necessarily you gotta
build up. You never gotta do all that.
Go ahead, K. Zach. What you say?
Okay, look, fellas, gentlemen, all y'all. It's not about building. Now, when it comes to sexual attention, look. When you talk about building shit up, if you in an environment like at a bar or a club and you making out with a chick, yes, you can build shit up. But the homie LaCoya was saying, if you just out and about and it's just on some whim and you just see a chick, you feeling her, it's not about building shit up. It's about you understanding. And he said social cues. It's like, okay, there's a time and place to come at a chick a certain way. Okay, so you can see a chick, like an example would be this, like, you know, you grocery shopping, you know, the chick in the vegetable section, you know, she grabbing fucking cucumbers and shit, you know, she sighs and she feeling on them. You can say some shit in line with that shit, like, I see you like shit with some girth to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can say different shit, but you, as a man, you have to understand, is that the right time to say that shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, just because you're attracted to the chick doesn't mean you should say that shit. Okay? If you're talking to her and y'all having a conversation, is she looking at you in a certain way where you feel like she might be down? She might be down to fuck with me. Okay, that type of shit. And a lot of guys don't understand that. And just because a woman smiles at you doesn't mean she wants to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Just because a chick is friendly with you doesn't mean she wants to fuck with you. You have to understand, as the homie Lacari was saying, you know, in the context of you know, reading a woman's body language and dealing with her, is she just being friendly in the moment, or is she really wanting to fuck with a nigga? You have to understand that, and a lot of times you can't really teach that shit.
Right, it's something you got to feel in the moment. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. I mean, I'd be doing that usually, but I just like trying different approaches to see what it's like. Like, you just straight up go up there, but like y'all said, it's like you just gotta have a conversation, see if she's feeling you or not.
It's like this. Look, it's like this, because even my dude Johnny Quest in the chat, he said, so just walking up to her and telling her you want to smash is not the way. No, that's not what we're saying. See, I gotta understand something. What we're saying is this. It's like, okay, if I tell you to go to the store and get me some avocados, right, from the market, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna see a bunch of avocados in a basket. And you're going to pick up an avocado, see if it's good, and if it's not good, you're going to put it back down. Then you're going to pick another avocado, see if it's good, and you're going to pick. And then if it's not good, you put it back down. Then you finally see this third one. Okay, this one's good. I'm going to take it. Right. So what you're doing is you're feeling out the avocados to see which one is the right avocado to take. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the same thing when you're dealing with women. It's like I'm feeling out the interaction. You understand? Because what happens is, all situations don't necessarily call for you to go all the way through with the interaction. So, for example, if I'm walking down the street, or if I'm walking to Walmart or outside in the parking lot, and I see some chick, and I say, "Hey, miss, how you doing? What's up? What's going on?" And she just completely ignores me, or she's walking away real fast, I'm not going to chase her. Nothing. I'm not going. She's showing her disinterest by her ignoring me and walking away real fast. You understand what I'm saying? Or let's say I approach the girl and I say to a chick, I'll be like, "Hey, miss, what's going on? How you doing?" And she's just like, "Look, I don't want to talk right now. I gotta go." You understand? And she has like an attitude. What sense would it make for me to be like, "Hey, I want to fuck the shit out you"? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
You see what I'm saying? So that's
I just think rejected is funny. Like when they reject me, I find it funny.
Right.
It's just fun. It's just fun to me.
Right. But now that's the thing. You gotta, you can't let that shit get to you. But again, if you're just understand how important it is to fill out the situations when you're dealing with chicks, is that social intelligence is to be able to, go back and forth, interacting with her to fill that out for the best possible outcome. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, bros.
Put me on game. Hell yeah.
Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. Oh, my bad. I cut him off too quick.
Yes.
You, what's popping? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's popping?
Question, straight to it. How do y'all feel about virgins?
As far as what?
Yeah, niggas.
As far as
yeah, niggas.
dating them, or if you're dealing with one who just got super high interest, like guaranteed to knock it down.
Well, to me, I mean, I'd still smash a virgin, but I would prefer her not to be a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's
a virgin is overrated, bro. A virgin is overrated. I've had virgins; they overrated. It's a whole lot of crying and
right.
giggling. I don't want that shit, bro.
Right. You got to fucking teach them how to do shit.
Yeah, bro. I don't want nothing to do with no fucking virgin, bro.
Right. Right. So, you know.
Copy.
Right. So that's my take on it. Like, you know, I prefer a chick who's seasoned, who know how to suck a good dick. You feel?
Yes. The more dick she sucked, the more I want to fuck with her. Yes.
Exactly right.
Straight up.
You guys were pretty much not big on the training them. You just getting ready with a little experience.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been with virgins, I've been with chicks who have, you know, little to no experience, and the sex usually is terrible.
It's whack. It's the wackest shit ever. It's the wackest shit. So, it's a whole lot of crying. It's a whole lot of put your clothes on. We ain't got to do it type of shit. Get dressed, bitch.
Right, exactly.
No, the shit ain't fun. That's why a lot of these dudes that be like, "Oh, I want a virgin," is like, you want a virgin because you a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Because
right, exactly.
A dude who been around the block, he like, I don't want nothing to do with no fucking virgin. This shit is horrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible.
So yeah, man. Oh man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
You're ready.
All right. Peace. All right. Well, we take a few more of these calls and we gotta get up out of here. Let me shout out to the people who send donations. Shout out to my dude Twitch with the $20 donation, and shout out to my dude Eba with the $5 donation. All right, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo.
What's going on? Chilling.
Yo, y'all was talking about the virgin shit, right?
Right.
You know I disagree with you on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with the virgins though, it's like you have a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say you're looking at two cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got one car, okay, that has 300,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you got no car that hasn't been touched before.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you definitely 10 times out of 10, the person's gonna go for the car that hasn't been touched before, that hasn't been driven before.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it has so much more value, and you can add so much more value to that car because it hasn't been touched at all.
Well, that's the wrong analogy though, because what the thing is that the car, you're the one using that thing. The car is not doing anything to you. You understand what I'm saying? So
moving it, right?
Say it again.
But who's driving it?
That's what I'm saying. You're driving the car. So what I'm saying is that you're the one in control of doing that thing. What we're talking about is when it comes to sex, it's a reciprocal interaction where the woman is doing something to you. And what I'm saying is that if the woman's skill level is not on point, the sex ain't gonna be that great. So for example, a better analogy would be if you were sick, would you want a person who's just training to be a doctor, or would you want a doctor who's been in business for 20 years, who's done surgery on thousands of patients?
It don't matter. Whoever's gonna get me better.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Who you think is gonna get you? Who? No. Who?
Come on, caller. Come on, caller.
Who do you think is gonna get you better?
No, this would be a better example. Now, say, all right, you trying to get in shape, right, and work out, right? And you have a guy who's fat with the knowledge, right, of training you to get you to the right, to your right body type, and then you have a guy that's ripped up, but also with the same knowledge. It doesn't matter which one's gonna train me because I'm gonna see results from both of them because they both have the knowledge to help me get to where I need to get to. That would be a better example. But what I'm saying is, I'm not.
That don't even make sense. What are you talking about?
It makes no goddamn sense. Yeah.
How does that make sense? If you,
because they both have the knowledge.
but what knowledge does a virgin have though? What knowledge does a virgin have?
No, I'm just using that for a different example. I'm saying you as the man, right?
These niggas.
Value to her is what I'm saying, Ricardo. Is when you fucking with a virgin. When you fucking with a chick that's been ran down with, it's kind of hard to add value to that, even though you still can. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying it would be better to build that with a virgin. Is what I'm saying.
See, all right. Let me say this. I got a problem with him saying value. Stop saying when it comes to a woman's access to a woman sexually, like it's value to that. There's no value to that. Y'all motherfuckers, look, let me tell y'all something. Women do not take sex seriously. Why do y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Women do not take sex seriously. Look, and I made a video talking about this. The average nigga's downfall is y'all motherfuckers fixate and focus so much on sex. Either directly or indirectly, every guy that has issues with a woman, it has something to do with sex.
Mm-hmm.
It has something to do with she's fucking another nigga. It has something to do with she's fucking another nigga better than you.
Right.
It has something to do with your dick ain't as big as this nigga. Y'all motherfuckers, sex is a physical act that feels good. Stop focusing on that shit. Stop. Worry about how a woman treats you.
Hey, Zagan, I'm not just focusing on sex, though. That's not the thing. I'm saying, now the thing with that is, okay, I'm building with the virgin and I'm looking for more than just sex, period, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, as a man, I want to teach her certain shit. So I like, it's better for me to start fresh if I can find a virgin, of course. That's what I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying. What does the sexual act have to do with you teaching her other shit? Like,
wait, what do you mean?
What I'm saying is, what does the sexual act have to do with you teaching her other? Meaning, if you meet a girl who had sex with 20 dudes and you meet a girl who's a virgin, what difference does it make where you're teaching the girl who's a virgin more than you would be able to teach the girl who's fucked 20 guys?
Because she hasn't had sex before. That's the difference.
No, but what are you teaching her though? What are you teaching her? What are the specific things you're teaching her?
Like sexual? What do you mean with the thing I'm teaching her?
No, that's what I'm asking you. What are the things that you are teaching this woman? You said that it would be better for you to teach this woman something. What are the things you're teaching this woman? Right.
Like,
that's
just like, oh, my bad. I gotta get your question.
Yeah.
No, just like, just simple shit like how to take instruction, how to listen. Like the way, like I'm like when I'm having sex, right? The man we should be in control.
Mm.
So it's a matter of, okay, she has to be able to suck dick. The virgin, okay, I'm willing to suck your dick. Okay, boom. Now she's getting as she's doing that, she's working hard to please me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now when she has sex again, she can now please another guy. That's what I'm saying as far as what I can teach her sexually.
But this is what I'm saying. Why do you need to like, are you teaching? So you're teaching her that for another dude? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not for another dude, but just like in general, now that she has that under her belt when she has sex again. That's what I'm saying.
Sex again with you, or sex again with other dudes? Sex again with you?
Well, focusing on with me, of course. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So then why don't you just get the girl who got 20 partners because she already has the experience? Like, look. If I own a company, why would I hire a new nigga that don't know how to do shit when I could hire the nigga that got 20 years experience who know how to do shit? Like,
facts.
Do you know a dude coach soccer, right?
What?
He fucking became a basketball coach. He was coaching soccer all his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he became a basketball coach and won a fucking championship.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it does. The experience it matters, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that's how you gotta look at it too, though.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is this: is your argument was that you're teaching this girl how to do certain things sexually so that it will be a better sexual situation for you, correct?
Correct.
So what I'm saying is, instead of having to do that, what would be the difference if you just get a girl who knows how to do shit sexually, so you don't got to waste your time teaching her, and she knows how to do it already?
Oh, no. Oh, so here's the thing, though. Answer this. So, what if you meet a virgin, right?
Mm.
And she starts sucking your dick, and you like, damn. Like, and she's never sucked a dick before. Let's say hypothetically she's never sucked a dick before.
Mm.
And we both know that she's a virgin.
Mm.
And she's going crazy on you. She's like, God damn, you didn't have to teach her that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? She just started doing it, and she was just like gifted with sucking dick. Could that not also happen too?
Yeah, but
ain't no virgin gifted that sucking no dick. Ain't no virgin gifted that sucking no dick. Okay, ain't no virgin gifted that sucking no dick. I mean, come on.
She's a virgin. The sex is gonna be whack. I rather fuck with a chick that fucks.
Her dick sucking skill is gonna be whack.
But that's what I'm saying. The point is, what difference would it make though? If that's the case, going off of your example, what difference would it make if you getting your dick sucked by her or a chick who fucked 25 guys? What's the difference? That's what I'm trying to get to.
It's more special because she hasn't done it before.
That nigga said special. That nigga said special. Hold on, did I hear the word special? Nigga, did I hear the caller? Did you say special?
He said it's more special. Why is it special? Why do you care for it to be special?
Because I'm the first nigga inside her, that's why.
But what does that have to do with anything?
It has a lot.
No, I want to know. Tell me what it. And
oh my God.
And what difference does that make? That's what I want to understand. So you're the first guy who had sex with her. What does that do for you? What does that do for you?
It's an accomplishment. That's what I'm saying. Is it not?
Why is that an accomplishment?
Oh my
God. Caller. You take sex too much serious. You take sex way more serious than women do. Women do not take sex that serious, bro.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
No. Wait. Nah, nigga. I'm coming for your ass too. You said, oh, the virgins be crying and shit because they know that's just intimate, and that's why virgins and shit, they get some of them get clingy and shit after they had sex. The first time they ever had sex with a guy, hitting them up, all kinds of shit. And that's the first time they experienced that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, hold on. Let me stop you right there. When I was in high school, I was fucking with this chick who was a virgin for like 2 weeks. If a virgin is willing to give up her virginity to me in 2 weeks, what does that tell you about how she views sex, bro? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I had a virgin in my bed, you know what I'm saying, trying to break her hymen after 2 weeks. What does that tell you about how she views sex, bro? She don't give a fuck about it, nigga. It ain't that serious, bro. Look.
Why did it take you 2 weeks? Why did it take you 2 weeks though? Why you give a fuck about it?
That nigga said
2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is what we're trying to explain to you. Because I even had a chick who my man's fucked, who was a virgin, the first day he met her. You understand what I'm saying? So what we're saying is that it's not that serious like you're saying it. But what I'm saying is I don't understand why it's such a big deal for you to want to be the what is it? Why is it such an accomplishment?
Cario, that all right, I'm starting to realize that it might be a lot harder to fuck a virgin because your game has to be on point.
No, it's not.
No, it's not hard to fuck a virgin, bro. It's not hard. It's not hard to fuck a virgin.
What are you talking about?
This nigga said 2 weeks. You said we fucked her in one night, but that nigga probably.
Bro, I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about high school shit. That's high school shit.
Not any guy can go up and try to fuck that virgin that instantly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to.
No. See, and that's the thing that you got. That's the thing that you got wrong. You think that it's hard to fuck a virgin, and it's not hard to fuck a virgin because virgins are waiting to get fucked. You understand what I'm saying? You think virgins are thinking about sex all the time? Who's going to be the first guy to have sex? No, these chicks want to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? But what we're saying though is that when you fuck a virgin, right, she is inexperienced. So we're talking about the actual sexual act isn't as pleasurable as if you're fucking a chick who's been fucking. You understand what I'm saying? This is like common sense. This is like logic. It's like
it's facts, my nigga. It's facts.
Like a person who's been doing this shit longer is going to have more skill doing it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's false. That's false. Just because
this nigga, come on, bro. Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga. Come on.
No. And that's the thing. You could. No, you could have a chick. You could have a chick who's whack in bed that fucked a bunch of dudes. But what I'm saying is that it's more likely that a virgin is gonna be whack in bed than a chick who's fucked a lot of dudes. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you know about the laws of attraction?
Yes.
Okay, then. So what's the laws of attraction?
I already know what the laws of attraction. What's your point? Keep going.
So what would be the example to that?
No, keep going. Go. What are you saying?
If you manifest that, Ricardo, this is your thing. You're going into it thinking, oh, she's a virgin, so her pussy's gonna be whack and this and that. She's not gonna know how to do shit, this and that. But you don't know that shit. Think about it. This bitch could be fucking. Say for instance, this virgin can be watching porn, all kinds of shit, playing with dildos and shit. And then once you get to you, the sex.
How the fuck she a virgin that she playing with dildos then, nigga? How the fuck she a virgin then, nigga? Come on, nigga. I mean, goddamn.
Oh my goodness, bro! Come on, so you gotta stick with reality, bro, my dude.
And yo, you know what? And her shit probably tight compared to the fucker. The chick was being ran down.
Caller. Hold on. A chick could have had 50 dudes and still be tight.
Right.
As tight as the virgin. As tight as the virgin, my nigga.
Ask me how I know that a chick could have been fucking 50 and 100 niggas and the shit still be tight.
Snapback. They got the snapback. No, come on.
Dude, what happened?
Do you want the brand new car or the car that has 100,000 miles on it?
Bro, that analogy doesn't work. I want the doctor who has experience. That's what we're talking about. Do you want the doctor who has 20 years doing open heart surgery on you, or do you want the doctor that is still in medical school doing open heart surgery on you? Which one you want? Huh?
Can you answer mine first and I'll answer that one?
No, what I'm saying is I can't answer yours because your analogy doesn't go with what we're talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
You want the car with 100,000 miles on it. It's okay to say that.
No, but you're using a analogy wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell you. We're talking about what are we talking about? What are we talking about when we talk about this topic? We're talking about experience, yes?
Yes.
What does experience have to do with a car having a certain mileage on it?
What do you mean?
What I'm talking about is the car. Hold on. The car is an inanimate object. So the person who's driving the car is experienced. So you could have said, if you were in a car, would you rather be in a car with someone who is a race car driver or someone who knows how to drive cars, or would you want to be in a car with somebody who doesn't have their license? And even if we talk about that analogy still goes to the point that you want someone with more experience. This is what I'm saying. You can't. Your analogy is off because you're trying to equate experience with miles on a car when the car is an inanimate object, which isn't the thing that is doing the experiencing. You understand what I'm saying?
I get that, but if a car has 100,000 miles on it, right? That means the car has been what? It has been driven. That's common sense. But if this car has not been off the lot, that's what I'm saying. It's free. That's what I'm saying. It's free to drive, right?
No, but you can drive both cars, though, can't you?
You can, but the other one's not ran down. That other one's fresh. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And what's gonna happen if the other car is fresh and the other car is not ran down?
You said what's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Nothing. I'm just saying it's fresh, and I would rather fuck a virgin first. That's what I'm saying. Over to that dirty body. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, bro, no. Fucking a virgin is overrated, bro. It's overrated, bro. It's a horrible sexual experience, bro. Trust and believe. Having sex with a virgin.
And let me ask you a question. How many virgins have you fucked?
What?
How many virgins have you fucked?
I fucked about 5 virgins.
Nigga.
I don't believe that shit. Come on, my nigga. Come on.
Talking about you fucked 5 virgins.
Stop.
And you believe that, and you actually believe they was virgins.
Yes.
Okay.
The chicks, they were young, so I definitely, of course. I already know.
Wait. So they were young? So that's your transition to virgins because they was young?
What?
So, because you said because they was young, you believe they was virgins?
What do you mean? That ain't got anything to do with it.
No. What I'm saying is that you believe these women who said they were virgins, right?
Yes.
How did you know they were virgins?
Well, I just know in my heart, nigga, in my soul, nigga, I know they.
In your heart.
That nigga said his heart. That nigga said his soul.
I know when a chick lying. I know the chick lying. I know when she.
So you know every time. Hold on. How do you know when a chick's lying to you?
What?
How do you know when a chick's lying to you? Because I want to understand how to do this too. I want to get that superpower. How do you know when a chick's lying to you?
That's the superpower. I think
if she's beating around the bush, if she's fucking stuttering, all those little kind of signs and shit, the chick lying to me.
So every time a chick lies, she's stuttering. That's the indication.
Yeah.
So what if a chick?
I mean,
so if a chick right now is listening to this program and she meets you and she's like, "Oh, let me not stutter in front of this guy," she could be lying to you and not stutter. She could know now I'm not going to stutter.
This is the thing. It would come out more or natural for her to keep it real, to be like, you know what, I never had sex with a guy, like all kinds of shit. You will be able to fill off her energy that she's telling the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna know, like, you're really deep down.
So virgin. So then how do you just said it? You're not gonna know. So how you know? That's what I'm saying. So if a chick tells you,
that's just something I gotta manifest that.
Okay, so wait. So if a chick tell you she got a body count of 2, how do you know she's telling you the truth?
You said what?
If a chick tells you her body count is 2, how do you know she's telling you the truth or not?
If she says her body count is 2, I probably would multiply it by 3. But hypothetically, if she's feeding me a different kind of energy that sounds like she's being honest, I'm gonna probably believe that it's 2 then.
But what type of? But that's what I'm saying. I want to know specifically. How do you know? Do you just feel it? You just know. You just know. You know for sure based off your feeling.
You never. Okay, I'm not saying you really never know 100% for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But me feeling it off her energy and the vibe that we're talking, it's like, okay, like we're kicking it. And like, okay, I kind of like to believe this chick only has 2 bodies.
Okay, so then say, okay, so just say, look, I assume that this woman is telling the truth based off this, and that. But the way you're saying it like, I know for sure that this woman is lying or telling the truth, or you don't know for sure.
Right. My bad. I didn't mean to word it like that.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. God damn it.
Based off the energy and shit, like, that's what I mean. Okay, I'm like, fuck.
All I'm saying, bro, all I'm saying, bro, is like, expand your horizons, my dude. Like, you can keep fucking virgins, but try to fuck some chicks who ain't virgins and see how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a whole nother level of the game, bro. When you fuck chicks that ain't virgins, bro. I'm just.
Say it again. What you said?
It's probably more safe. They gonna catch no disease on fucking no virgin.
That's what you think. That's what you think. A chick could been given head, you could catch a disease, and she a virgin. So that, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
There you go.
So you can still catch it. So you know what I'm saying? Be careful. Right. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. I gotta get a few more of these before we get up out of here, man. All right, peace. All right, hold on. Let me get Brandon to call back real quick. Brandon, call back real quick because I know you was trying to call, and then we gonna get up out of here. Well, let me get Brandon to call back. All right. Yo, is this Brandon?
Yeah, this is Brandon.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I had been listening to a few dating coaches like Ron Wills, and had a video the other day talking about social class.
Mm-hmm.
And my background's middle class. I'm black, but I go to this, predominantly white university that's expensive. And I come across like a lot of like professional oriented girls. And I tend to think of those as like the type of girls that I want to actually like date and like put on my program, because I'm a journalism major and I meet a lot of those. But at the same time, I see other girls and I kind of feel like I judge them, and I feel like I put them in the casual sex category. And I also read like Alan Roger Curry. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
He talks about the Madonna whore complex, and I feel like I kind of have that because my game's inconsistent. I'm trying to figure out like how to get things to land consistently for me. How should I like approach it?
Well, I think the thing is again, like I was saying earlier in the show, we were talking about consistency, and it's the thing where you have to figure out what you want and be fully congruent with getting that thing, fully consistent with getting that thing, fully just being straight up with doing that, and not switching up or wavering based off of preconceived notions about what this woman might be, or how this woman might act, or who this woman might be. You feel what I'm saying? So because things like you gotta say something. There's a lot of things that affect the game. So social class can affect the situation. Your view or perception of women and sexuality and their sexuality is going to affect how you come at the game too. You see what I'm saying? And so that within itself, you have to, one, figure out exactly what you want, and two, you got to figure out sort of what your hangups are about interacting or dealing with women in the first place. So, for example, if you let's say want to have casual sex, or if you want to, get something a little bit more serious, or whatever the hell it is, you're going to have to figure out what issues you have dealing with women. So, for example, if you're trying to get casual sex, but at the same time, you feel sort of weird about women who are promiscuous, you understand, or women who are extremely sexual, that's going to be hard for you to navigate that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or what happens is, if you want like a long-term thing or a more serious thing, or a more, something like that, as far as dating and keeping it going in that direction, if you feel that way, but at the same time, you're, also expecting some sort of, sexual gratification quickly, that's going to be a conflict. So you gotta figure out what you want, but also understand what are the things that are getting in your way for you getting that thing you want. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what it is for me is like, I've been in situations where, for example, I listen to Ron Wills talk about like the body game and stuff.
Right.
And I'm pretty like lean and athletic, but I've like had casual sex with chicks who were like a little bit out of my weight range, like out of my preference, out of my type. And so, but I've seen the women who I really do like, who I really am attracted to, and I have a tough time approaching them for casual sex. So, well,
that has nothing to do with your body. That has to do with you taking action.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you take, because you're deciding. So when you see those girls you really want to have sex with, do you go and approach them? Do you holler at them? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I've approached them and been on dates, and then I've expressed like, yo, we should go back to my place and make something happen. But for example, I got like a chick making excuses, and then but then I've had situations where it also worked, but it's not consistent, like we keep saying.
Right. And go ahead, King Zaggy.
No, well, let me ask him this. So when you deal with, do you find yourself treating women differently based on their tax bracket?
Yes.
Why?
I do.
Why?
When I see a woman, like sometimes I think if she's promiscuous, then like I think I can do it faster. Like if she has like a reputation on campus for doing it quickly, then I'm gonna want to do it quickly. But if I don't really know that, then I tend to like just ask her on a date or something like that.
That's what we were saying earlier about being inconsistent. You see what I'm saying? Where you know you're going at the whims of you're acting based off of what you think this person is, this woman is, versus you having your own stance on what you want and going after that. You see what I'm saying? Because my question to you is, how did you get those girls to hook up with you? The ones that you were saying were like, I guess, like overweight or something like that, or weren't like the chicks you really wanted to fuck with? Like, how did you?
Like, yeah, well, this chick that I was dealing with was kind of thick. I mean, she wasn't like super overweight, but at the same time, I'm lean, and I like tend to prefer like lean chicks who like work out. Could you repeat your question real quick?
No, I was saying, what did you do to get that thick girl to fuck you? Like, how did you go about that?
I just approached her at a party and kind of hollered at her and said like, "Yo, we should make something happen. I think you're cute." And then it just kind of happened. We just texted each other, and then.
So why not do that with the other chick?
Right.
The other chick, I knew she was a journalism major.
So what?
Oh, okay, we could connect on some journalism shit. And
bro. Hold on. Let me stop you. Let me stop you. I just did a video talking about stop these three things. Stop admiring women, stop being impressed by, and stop being enamored by. These women ain't special, bro. They're not special. They're not special.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if she has a PhD or a doctorate. Or an MBA or a double bachelor's. She is not fucking special. Because, look. How does that make you nut? Does a woman having a degree make your dick hard, bro?
No.
Okay, thank you. So hold on. When you're dealing with a woman and you feel like you want to fuck, what gets you going, bro?
You said, what do I say?
No. When you're dealing with a woman and you feel like you're ready to fuck and you horny, what gets you going about that woman?
Her body.
So does it make a difference if she's a Walmart clerk or a fucking nurse, my nigga? Her body is her body, right?
Exactly.
I mean, come on, y'all motherfuckers be impressed with these bitches, man. I don't understand that shit. You got it, bro.
Because if she's a nurse or she's a vice president of a company or she's a fucking chick working at McDonald's, she still wants to have sex at some point. You see what I'm saying? So don't treat her differently because of her position in life or what she's doing at work or none of that shit matters when it comes to actual fucking and having sex. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, that you're stopping yourself from making the situation happen because you're basing your actions off of who you're dealing with versus basing your actions off of what you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
He said it perfectly. Did y'all catch that? You basing your action on who you're dealing with versus on what you want to do. You're a man. Just say you're a man. Look. For all y'all motherfuckers listening right now, when y'all approach women, why are y'all approaching women? You think she look good. You think she's sexy. You want to fuck her, right? I'm assuming. So when you approach her lot in life, her background, her educational background, whether she's an entrepreneur, how does that help you fuck? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So stop worrying about that shit. Now, if you're dealing with the chick a year, 2 or 3 in the future, maybe the fact that she's an accountant and you want to start your own business, maybe she can assist you with that. I don't know. But initially, are you sexually attracted to her? Right? Call her. Are you sexually attracted to the women you fucking with?
Yeah.
So your first order of business is this. Find out if the women that you are sexually attracted to also feel the same way.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's that simple. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
So basically just make something happen with all these chicks and just let the situation develop. Just kind of based on your advice, Mr. Wakari. I'll watch your videos and stuff.
Right. That's all it's about, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, all the other stuff, because see, you gotta understand something when it comes to the dating game. There's sex and then there's everything else. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you gotta understand. There's sex and there's everything else. So even when we talked about earlier about race, about class, about ethnicity, all these other things, right? You know, there's situations where because you are a black man, you know, another woman from another social class or another race or whatever won't fuck with you socially, but that don't mean she ain't gonna fuck with you sexually. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
There's fucking women who are racist as hell who will still, like, you got a racist white woman and she'll still fuck a black dude all day.
Lucario, have you ever been a chick's secret?
Oh, of course.
I have too.
I've been plenty of chicks secret. You know what I'm saying?
I've been a chick secret too.
See, that's what I'm saying. I've been plenty of chick secrets. So
there you go.
This is the thing where that happens because they want to fuck with you, but behind closed doors. You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to sex, it's like, okay, so that's what I'm saying, where that woman who's that vice president or who's that fucking, you know, journalist or whatever the fuck it is, it don't matter. At the end of the day, she wants to get dick down. So it you know, outside of that, she may not necessarily want to be rolling on campus with you for whatever reason. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to the actual sex, though,
she wants that all day.
Exactly. So definitely come at them with the sex. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, brother.
All right, man.
Yeah. Keep coming out with the great content.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Pretty heavy. And K-Zag, and I'll watch that video you posted earlier too.
All right.
That's what's up.
Appreciate that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, people. We got to head up out of here. It is about we damn near on a almost 3-hour live stream in this motherfucker.
Yeah, is it that long, nigga?
The game was so fire today. Whoever's calling, you gotta call back tomorrow, man. I'm sorry. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep this shit.
Niggas are sleepy.
You know what I'm saying? But K-Zag, shout out your channel so everybody knows.
All right. So K-Zag in 20. If y'all want to get at me on some consultation shit, it's K-Zag in 20. KZAGGIN 20 numerical at gmail.com on some, you know, consultation shit, you know what I'm saying? But K-Zag in 20, you can just put that in you can Google that shit and trust me, you're gonna find me. Right.
So yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to you for coming on the show, man. Shout out to all of y'all for rocking with us this late. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's late.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. You know what I mean? So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody who sent donations. You feel what I'm saying? Let me shout out you guys one more time real quick before we get up out of here. And appreciate everybody who's sending donations. So again, shout out to my dude Eba with the $5 donation. Shout out to my dude Twitch with the $20 donation. Shout out to my dude Reginald with the $5 donation. And shout out to my dude who's Vincent with the $2 donation. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. You could remember, if you're watching the playback, you can always donate. Just click those donate links and then take you to the donate page. You can just donate to the show so that we can continue to do more of these things. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to everybody that was rocking with us, man. We appreciate you guys like crazy. So you know what I'm saying? I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm supposed to be doing a joint with my dude Playertainment tomorrow on this. So make sure you guys tune in probably around like 2 o'clock or something like that. I'm gonna
are you guys doing it on StreamYard?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check it out for sure.
Yeah, so definitely, you know, check us out and all that other shit, man. I'll holler at you guys later. Y'all have a good night. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Later.
All right. Love. Peace.
All right. Let me make sure.